So I don't want to. That's the thing is I don't want to neuter that one just because it is a useful feature that she does have access to. But it is certainly overpowered when it's out of combat. It's just a matter of costing a spell slot.
Oh, it costs a spell slot? Oh, that makes me feel
For Healing Spirit, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I think it's a 3rd level spell or something.
Oh yeah, no, that's pretty fair for a 3rd level spell then.
Yeah, so it does cost her a resource. You can't just spam it all day. Where Song of Rest, you'd be able to use every single rest.
Take those short rests, guys.
All right, so where we left off, as I'm sure you guys remember, we were in mid-battle with Yolkri, the adult red dragon. Westra and Azra huddled up. Wait a minute, did it work? No. Oh, I just have okay, I have the trigger set up for it, that's why. Anyways, Westra and Azra huddled up near the door and the wall in the south there. Westra's left leg is badly wounded still. Drost and Ryloth are on the east side, and after running across the lava over there. Ryloth had face planted in the lava after being thrown by the tail swipe, and then to the west, one of the lieutenants began calling for reinforcements and fired a crossbow at Westra. A couple things I forgot from last week, or 2 weeks ago now. Drost forgot to roll for breaking the fear effect on his turn. You were at the end, like near the end of the round, G. So if you want to go ahead and roll it real quick, it's a Wisdom save, DC 19. Just to see if that breaks off anyway. You gonna roll that, G?
Yeah, I'm just lagging. It's coming up now.
Okay. Natural 1, so okay. not get out of it just yet. And then also, I forgot to roll for Yolkri getting his fire breath back on the second turn. So I'm gonna try that now.
So I have Expeditious Retreat still on, but I am not invisible. Okay.
That 1, so he did not get his fire breath back either. I guess I should turn on the combat music.
Bum bum bum.
And there we go. All right, it is Azra's turn. What are you doing, Fox?
I'm gonna move a tiny bit to not be like behind Westra for a second, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna try and hit him with Ice Knife.
Okay. The guy on the left, or are you trying to hit the dragon?
The dragon.
Okay. A 15 does not. Just barely misses.
Who
What?
puts in doors that just lock on a trap? Come on.
And,
Were you
and
trying
then
to
I'm
open
just
doors?
gonna
Is that what you're
hide
doing?
again.
Okay. You step out, send the spear of ice over his head. It goes sailing above him and then cracks in the air. We'll see if, because it still explodes near him, even if it didn't impact, right?
Yes.
Hit or miss the shard, then explodes, yeah. All right, so he got a 17 on the save, so he did succeed on the save. Okay, it doesn't. That sucks. One of the other things too, guys. So I was going to tell you this too. So she casted Ice Knife, which does cost a spell slot. The attack misses, and then he saved on the dex, so that the shards just clatter off of his scales and then burn into steam and disappear. We will, when we be switching back, be using a modified, upscaled version of cantrips. It wouldn't affect this specific one because, of course, Ice Knife is not a cantrip. But just something to kind of reduce some of the save, or some of the times when you cast a spell, if it misses or doesn't succeed for whatever reason, that just nothing happens is not very fun feeling. So we'll kind of mitigate that a little bit. But anyways, we'll go over that when we get back to Embers. Okay, and then you step back behind.
I mean, it is just
Yeah.
isn't that? Oh no, that's not a cantrip, is it?
No, that's a full spell.
That's a full
Yeah.
spell.
That's a spell.
And it doesn't do anything if
Mine
if they
still do half damage on a save.
Yeah. Actually, that's cantrips though, and hers was a
Yeah,
hers was
mine
a
just
level 1
cantrips.
spell. Yeah. So in this case, it's the same thing. You're stepping back behind. Any bonus actions?
Is using the rod or the spell storage? The storage ring a bonus action, or is it an action to use the spells in there?
That is when you actually cast the spell. It is whatever the spell, because you have to cast the spell as part of the storing it.
Yeah.
So you would be whatever the spell takes to cast it. How that works. If you
Okay.
cast a bonus action into it, then it will take you a
Come
bonus
on,
action.
Jeremy. Don't make us read. Just know it.
That one I was doing from memory. I just brought it up to read it at the same time. But Ben had one of these in balance as well.
Okay, never mind then. Because I was gonna. Yeah, I can't do that then. So no bonus action.
You know how to use the filter thing, right? Because the only spell you have that is a bonus action is Misty Step, it looks like.
Yeah.
The only spell you have prepared. Okay. Yeah, because you can use those filters to find automatically all your reactions.
Oh yeah, no, it's because I was gonna see if I could cast Mage Armor from the ring, but it's an action to do it. So
Oh,
never
okay.
mind.
So something you already have stored, you mean?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I have Mage Armor in the ring, and I forgot to put it on before we started. So I was gonna see if I could do it from the ring, but it's
Gotcha.
not a bonus action; it's an action. So
Yeah, spell uses slot level, spell slate, attack bonus, and ability. Otherwise treated as if you cast a spell. Yeah, so it would be whatever the spell that is stored in it. So in this case, yeah, it would be an action for Mage Armor. Okay, so that if your turn then?
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Ryloth, you hear an obnoxious kind of screaming sound from behind you and hear something whipping through the air near your direction.
Ah! Fuck off, whatever you are!
Oh, I keep forgetting I turned off better rolls. For a 28, I mentioned that hits.
Alright, I'm gonna hit! Wait, what, do I have my reaction spells equipped? Give me a second here. Gotta double check.
It's a 28 shield. I mean, unless
Oh
you're-
yeah, it wouldn't matter. Wouldn't matter because
Yeah,
I don't have all I have is
23,
shield.
yeah.
Fuck!
Then, in that case, you feel a bottle crack you, like a glass bottle crack you in the back of the head and then explode, bursting out a liquid over you, doing... Shit, is it really that high for... Oh, it takes D4, and then the D8 is if you don't make the dex save. All right, give me a DC 12 dex save.
Nice.
Hey,
That'll do it.
hey, and Maestro worked. I didn't do anything.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear anything.
It was
Hear the
real
mic?
quiet. Let me turn.
Oh.
Let me turn it up on this side. At
Maybe
least
that's
I
what I need to
heard
do
it.
on my phone too. Make it really pop.
Yeah, I could. The track that I used for it could be really quiet too. Just the bit rate for it. But anyways, I did hear it that time, and I haven't heard it in a long time. And I didn't do anything to fix it this week. I was trying to fix it last week and couldn't get it to work. But anyway, the bottle then smacks you in the back of the head, and you see just this spray kind of flow around the back of your head, through your vision over to the other side, and then kind of splatter onto the ground in front of you. You feel like your back of your head's still a little bit wet, but you can't tell if it's blood or alcohol. But you did not manage to catch fire, because as you see it flowing in front of you, it's just catching on flames, or catching into flames as it passes through the air just from the heat of the lava nearby. But it did not manage to catch you on fire. You only take the initial D4, which was a 3, so you only take 3 damage from the bottle.
Ah!
But you're still pretty fucked up already from falling into lava. But if you turn to look in that direction, you then see, coming up from behind you, are at least 3 kobolds that you can see, one of which just lobbed a bottle in your direction. That is... Alright, and that is it for its turn. One of the others that was also back there... Oh, hang on. God damn it, he's on the other side. Trying to figure out which one's which. I've just got too many of them in the order here. You don't see anything there. It is Yorick's turn. Let's see. Seeing Westra and Azra both injured, he is going to. You know what? He's not going to rush in front. He's going to rush over nearby and do a Mass Cure Wounds. Well, it'll definitely be able to get both of you guys. For 16, healing to the both of you.
Yay.
Do you guys feel confident in handling your own healing without like messing it up or cheating? Not that you would cheat, but you know what I mean? Like, can you guys handle that?
I think
Take,
so.
take care of your own damage and healing. Do you know how to do that? Normally I've been doing it
no.
for forever, but
I mean, we can just literally go into our hit points on our sheet, right?
Well, you don't even need to, actually. If you just right-click on your own token, you'll see your health right below it, that number. You can just type in there plus 13. You literally just delete the 47, so just mouse over it and then type plus 13, and then hit enter, and it'll automatically do it for you. Or, sorry, 16. He heals for 16.
Yep. I will -2.
I already did the 2 off of you.
Oh, yeah, I just added 1 and then subtracted 1 to make sure it
Okay,
was
right, cool. Yeah. Becky, did you find it?
I'm pretty fucked up!
Yeah, so just plus 16 and then what?
That's it. Just hit plus 16 and then hit enter, and then if you look back, then your little health bar will have filled up. See, I saw it on my side. And when you guys take damage, the same thing. You can that box there, that one that's directly below you. When you right click on yourself, that one you can just do math in. So you just type in -5 in there if you take 5 damage or whatever, and it'll automatically do it all for you. You don't need to worry about what the new number is. Okay, and that way I'll be able to move a little bit quicker if I don't have to do all that stuff. So he just sets a hand on the both of you and sends out the healing energy through both. Miss, I hope you don't mind, but I don't think I'm as durable against these things as you are. So I'm just going to stand behind you since you're wearing that robe and all.
That's perfectly fine.
All right. Which one is that? Right there. One of the others that is behind Ryloth is going to, you hear that same squealing as the kobold that had cracked you in the back of the head, comes rushing up at you and is going to attack you in melee or with a spear for a 12. Does 12 hit?
That will not hit. Fucking fuck off, you little thing!
This little 3-foot tall dragonling comes rushing at you, trying to jab you with a spear while you jump out of the way, and you got a 12 for the second hit. So neither of them hitting as you jump, definitely jump out of the way for your old man's agility.
I'm mostly cape, so.
All right, and it is your turn. What's right out doing?
All right. Question: if I just run kind of northwest across these bridges and keep going that way, can that be considered running away from the dragon, or does it have to be a more direct route for fear? Because I'm still feared.
That's going to be. So here, what we'll do is we'll just measure it out as if distance from him. So you are right now 55 feet from him.
So if I get any closer to him,
if you go, crossing that bridge would be reducing that. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yes, and I have to use my action to dash.
No, you don't have to do. You don't have to use your action to do anything to get away from here. I'm going to hit the fear for you, so you can see it, and then just read.
Oh, it's not quite fear; it's something different.
Exactly. You just can't move closer to it. You don't have to run away.
Creature can repeat a saving yard out of each of his turns. All right.
And the frightened condition, I think if you click that, it brings it up for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, let me double check.
Yeah, if you click it, it'll bring it up in D&D Beyond. But frightened creature has a disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within the line of sight and can't willingly move closer to the target. That's all.
Okay. Cool. All right, well, I'm going to turn around to this group of little buttholes.
Give me a perception check. Just right up.
Yeah.
And you're still concentrating on expeditious retreat right now.
Yeah, still my bonus.
There's the sound of heavy metal boots running up the alleyway, coming up in your direction, like behind the kobold back that way.
Okay, I am going to. Fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and use my newly charged staff to. I'm going to hold it out, and I'm going to cast a fucking giant ball of insects.
Okay.
Bastards.
If you click the cast, it'll let you drop the measured template and everything.
Spellbook, and summon insect plague, skadoosh. And yeah, I'm aware. Ah!
All right, so you're gonna cover that whole area?
Yeah, just enough to get this little fucker in front of me, and then I'm gonna.
That's all of them. There's the 3 that you see. Anyways.
And it stays there for a while.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to move, I guess, one step to the right and try to stay out of this grouping.
Okay. First one succeeded. The dragon shield that's directly in
Swing
front of
around
you
there.
succeeded. Second one succeeded.
Actually, no.
Third
go back
one,
here.
all succeeded. Oh, wait, hang on. You see 16. Yeah, they all three succeeded. So,
Neat.
what to do on
And that's it. I don't want to run past them into the fray, so I'll just hang out here as much behind the little pillar as I can.
Okay. All right, so each of them take half as much on a success. So you rolled an 18. Half is, there we go, 9 damage to the three of them as you fill this chamber in front of you with this stinging cloud of locusts and biting insects. The one with the spear is just flailing the spear right in front of you, flailing the spear around in all directions, trying to bat away at the stinging insects. More dangerous to himself, if anything. You are still close by, but the spear is just kind of randomly flying in all directions. Spear, by the way, is only about probably 4 feet long total, so it's more like a midget broom. Any bonus actions?
No, guys. No, can't do it. Oh wait, I can. I will roll at the end of my turn though to see if I'm still.
Yep, go ahead.
Wisdom save, right?
Yeah. So actually, so now that we're in round 3, because Ben's last roll was for round 2 still because he hadn't done it yet. In round 3 now it is
Drops a little bit.
DC's 15.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh
Yeah, I just made it.
All right.
Ah!
No longer fear.
Fuck you, dragon! I'm not scared of you. Please don't burn me.
Maybe still a little fear. If I can find the fear, there it is. All right. No longer feared. It is Westra's turn.
Right. Well, I am still feared, so I can't get closer to this guy, but I'm gonna shoot him anyways. All I can do is use my hand crossbow. So.
Okay. If you're shooting the Ronk,
Or not.
well, who were you trying to shoot at?
Yeah.
All right. With Yorick's hand on your shoulder distracting you, try to shrug it off as you're getting ready to fire the crossbow, and the bolt goes wide. Let's see, you don't have crossbow master, so you can't manually reload it. Anything else? Bonus action movement?
I think last time we said I could use my attack.
You what? You're what
Sorry, you
robotic?
guys are cutting out.
Okay, yeah, you're a little bit robotic at the moment. Try again when it clears up.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. Can I use a bonus action to reload and?
Yeah, that's
Take
fair.
a second.
I think the loading action is supposed to be bonus actionable anyway. That sounds fair enough anyways. Yeah, go ahead.
You did last time, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, yeah. Then we'll at least allow it through here anyway. and worse than that previous attempt. Anything else for Westra? That it for Westra and Becky? Well, I can't hear you anymore, Becky, but I did see your attempt at the save, so unfortunately still feared. And we are coming through the door then, Westra, Azra, and Yorick can see another small kobold, this one in robes, step out through the doorway, immediately moves kind of up and out of the way a little bit, and then looking in your direction, let's see, sends a ball of, I don't have a color. We'll just make the attack roll with it, and then I'll see it from that. Which Azra, you immediately recognize as Chromatic Orb, sailing in your direction for a 16. Does that hit, Becky? Sorry, 20 total.
Fuck off with your. We almost were like,
yeah,
oh,
my
16.
AC's 18. 20 still hits then.
You knew it hits. Don't pretend you didn't know it hits.
Oh shit! Ignore that.
Thank God.
It's only 3d8, but this is
Take
the one.
84 damage.
Yeah,
Fuck.
the built-in chromatic one tries to do all the damage.
Oh yeah.
I just didn't change it. So 11 damage. Becky, if you would take off your 11 damage from Westra. Oh, now visible on the tracker as well. All right, it is Ross's turn.
Okay.
So just around the corner from you, you saw a tiny little kobold run out with a spear and try to attack Ryloth, and now there are another cloud of bugs in that corner there.
Don't go into the fucking flies. They're going to eat you and hurt you. Stay on the outside area.
All right, right in front of me, that is a kobold right there, right?
Yep.
Okay. Because the words, when I highlighted them, were really small. I couldn't quite see what it said.
Yeah, if you zoom in a little bit, you'll see it better. But yeah,
Okay.
I mean, even without it, you can see
We could see their names. We hovered over them.
All right, I'm gonna
the option for the token.
see if I can jab this dude without getting a bunch of bugs all over my arms and shit.
Okay.
We'll see.
25 will hit.
Okay.
Hang on, was that? Yeah, that already included your sneak attack. Okay. So 13
Okay.
damage to him. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you turned off sneak attack, yeah, because you only get it once per turn.
Yeah.
So
Try again, though, for a regular one. Yeah. Too bad we didn't have that with sneak attack.
Yeah.
Although we still get the extra from the Dread Knife, though. So.
Oh yeah, it's an extra 10 damage from the Drin Knife, so 17. Wait, hang on. What's the extra 7 there? Is it extra D10 or is it an extra flat 10? Is it a D10?
I cannot wait to have my 10 knives, my 10 fucking axes flying around. Oh, it's going to scare people.
All right, so for half of the damage done, shit. So 8 plus 6 to him, so that's 14 there. Plus another 7 is 21. So you were healed for 20 or for 10 of it. So go ahead and heal yourself for 10. Did you catch how to do that, G?
Do I just where it says hit points? Do I just highlight it, and then do I hit the plus button and then 10 or what?
Yeah. So where it shows the hit points under your, if you right click it, you just click on that and then just highlight what's already there and then hit plus 10. Just the plus button and then 10. And then hit enter.
Okay.
There you go. Yep, that's
Is that okay? Cool.
you made a
I'm not sure.
third attack. Yeah, ignore that. Oh, you know, you
Okay.
probably hit one of the keys on your hotbar.
I think I did. Yeah.
All right, so you made your 2 attacks. Any bonus actions?
Yeah. Actually, I'm just going to go back to where I was and.
Hang on.
Oh.
No, you can't. So you stop and make a way to turn around and
Because
and then see like you kind of shiver in place and then stop there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out is like you really can't go anywhere else except for one square to the north, maybe.
And I can't get around that pillar because I'd be closer to him, huh? If I did like,
Yeah,
that,
I was
I can't go. Okay.
gonna go around the pillar, and then I was like, nope, I guess I'm just here in this awkward corner, running against the wall like a guy who doesn't know how to play a first-person shooter.
And now you're stuck there because of the wall of bugs that are.
Ah!
Yep.
I make irrational decisions.
There's no point in even trying to hide, obviously, because everybody can see me and those other kobolds just on me. So
also
I'm just gonna wait.
And the area in the bugs is they can't see well through it either. What's it called?
Yeah, it's lightly obscured. If you're trying to do physical items, but you still can, as a cunning action, G, you could still dodge if you want to. So everything for this turn, if something tries to hit you, they'll have disadvantage on it.
Yeah.
Part of your cunning action is you can dodge as a bonus action, and you haven't used your bonus action yet. So if you want to do, you can do that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
That's it.
Then it is from now that you're standing there with the kobolds screaming in pain and frustration as they're being stung by locusts and so on. You also are hearing steel boots marching up the alleyway that you guys came through before, where that oven was. Do you guys recognize this room that you're standing outside of?
Yeah, we were there earlier, weren't we?
Yeah, it's right at where you guys met Yarm after coming through the oven, where the elemental fall. But coming from the alleyway that you guys walked through, where the oven essentially is, from around the corner, you hear a man's shout, a voice you recognize briefly through the noise of all of the screaming of the kobolds and everything, as Callias coming around the corner there. With clearly there were some people behind him as well. It seems like members of the watch coming to run in behind, and then coming to the edge of the bugs here, and just you looking over your shoulder, you see him just kind of whapping away at them and kind of holding his shield up, trying to cover his eyes a little bit. What have you done? Where did these? But just stay put.
Yeah, go around.
And that leads us to one of the kobolds that's in there. Do they have anything like at the start of their turn or anything for your insect swarm, Justin? Or is it just if they stay in there?
Ooh, great question, my friends.
Creature takes half as much on a creature must also make the save when it enters the spell's area the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. Okay, so if
they
he
run
stays
out of it.
inside of it, yeah. Oh, so much for that.
For my fear save, didn't work.
The kobold is going to rush at out of the cloud and try to rush at Drost here. Oh, make him visible for you guys. And try to jab at you with his dagger. He'll have disadvantage because you're using dodge. Then you got a natural 1.
He falls into the insect pit as they just tear him apart.
I will
Yeah,
say
they shred him.
he just comes running at you, knife downward, and tries to bring it down to jab at you, and you just move out of the way. He falls forward, face first, into the onto the ground there, with his feet still in the corner of the bugs, ending his turn, and therefore he will be attacked by the bugs. Justin, if you want to go ahead and roll up, you can scroll up and click the damage for you. We'll see if he takes half or full. That's a fail, so it'll be the full 3d6.
Do I re-roll or does it just carry over?
Go ahead and re-roll it. Actually, it's 3d just because the damage will be different. It is 4d10. Jesus.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Skadoosh. Oh, terrible rolls, but still.
You didn't roll good, but he did not have a lot of hit points left anyway.
Yeah.
So he is fell forward into the ash. You see him kind of choking in place with a mouthful of ash drops, and Ryloth, both of you actually, as the bug just continued to sting and pelt it like up to his midsection or so. He just stops moving.
Yeah, the bugs are gonna get you every time.
And now for the fun part.
They eat you from the butthole out.
Let's see. He did not get. Hang on. Does he get the breath weapon back at the end of the turn or the beginning of it?
It's been a while since I played a dragon.
Yeah. Hang on. I gotta look for the recharge, guys. Sorry. Damn it! It doesn't say here. I think I'm gonna say it's the end that he gets to try to roll for it again. Wait, no. I think it makes more sense for it to be at the beginning. I'm gonna look it up just because I really want to kill you guys. It would be fun.
That's true. You know what's pissing me off is we've only been playing these characters for a few weeks and I'm already fucking. Oops.
Already what?
I'm already sad that they're gonna possibly die. Sorry, that was my coverage from the other one, and I gotta remove it.
Your what? Oh, the move. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I actually made that. Stupid. Fucking rhyme off.
I don't know that you guys actually will, but I'm not gonna pull punches just because it's more fun than not.
No, that's fair.
Recharge 5 and 6 win. It doesn't say when the recharge is.
I think it's at the end of the previous turn. So like if at the end of his last turn he didn't make it, then he goes this turn into his normal turn, and at the end of the turn he rolls a d6. So it should always be at the end of the turn.
Here's the thing.
It could be either. It could be at the beginning or the end, as long as you keep it.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make as much sense for it to be the end, because if he uses it like in that turn and then half a second later he gets it right back. Exactly. So it makes more sense for it to be at the beginning. And I think that's what I've been doing. Do you guys remember? Anybody remember?
I thought on some of on balance and stuff when we were
beginning.
fighting the big bosses, I thought it was at the beginning because their turn would come over and then it'd come back and then you start laughing at us because you thought we were going to die.
There you go.
That's the right play I played, just because it is funny to me. You start laughing at us because we're going to die. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and see on a 5 or a 6 here. Nope. All right, you guys got lucky for one more round at least. But he is going to lift himself. You see him kind of rear back and then flaps his wings aggressively enough to knock himself up into the air, and is going to immediately fly at the two of you, and is trying to just bringing himself down to bring his mouth around Ross to divide Ross in half.
Although uncanny dodge if it hits.
Bears!
Uncanny dodge. It's not an AOE. Uncanny dodge is just for AOEs, isn't it?
Nope, uncanny dodge is any attack on me. I believe it's any attack on me.
Well, go hit the button on it so I see it. Well, because he had disadvantage anyways, he got a 14. So what's your AC?
Okay. 16. Oh, good. It's better than I thought.
All right. Nothing then if it misses, right? He had disadvantage.
Yeah, no. It doesn't. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So with your dodge, then he comes sailing at you. Dive out of the way. I'm gonna move him slightly so that you can move. I'm gonna say that you dodge like into the pillar essentially to get out of the way. Just with him snapping his jaws and then kind of smashing into the dirt in front of you and just spewing up a huge cloud of ash over the both of you. And is then going to just spin in place, just rearing up, trying to smack Ryloth with a claw. Oop, not damage.
Shield.
Normal roll. Jesus, 16. The 16 hit.
I'm gonna roll shield if it does. I think actually it does.
So the AC says your sheet says your AC is 16. So, all right, you're gonna shield then.
Why can't I click on my character? What's going on? I fucked up when I did something weird when I turned off the sorry, I'm gonna do it this way. So I'm gonna use shield.
Okay, go ahead.
Mark that off. Reaction!
All right. Then you see him snap his jaws, trying to grab it at Dross. Dross dives out of the way. He then, lifting himself up, kind of shoulder on the ground, still reaches like left shoulder in the ground, essentially. Reaches his right claw down, trying to smash you in place. You throw up the shield, just deflecting the claw away for a brief moment. I'm going to put the effect. Actually, I don't have it readily available. Well, we'll just remember they have shield on anyways. I have the effects thing, so I could put the little magic thingy on you.
It only lasts till the beginning of my next turn anyways. So.
Yeah. And with that, he is going to flap his wings again and lift himself back up in the air enough to fly back to here, which will prompt an opportunity from both of you if you want to spend your reaction for it.
I don't have a reaction, so...
Oh, you just used your shield.
It's okay, because I don't have a weapon either, so it doesn't really matter.
Well...
I have my club that I could use, but I don't have a reaction, so...
Warcaster is one that you got.
That will not do it.
No, 13 will not do it.
Missed.
Yeah, this is where the shot. Right, he is going to floating in place there. Rearing up, looking like he's about to try to breathe on you again. That will be it for his turn. But at the end of his turn, as you guys had seen for the previous one, when the eruption of magma appeared in front of you, there is another effect that happens now. Let's see. Tremor shakes the layer 60-foot radius around the dragon. Each creature other than the dragon must make a DC 15 dex save or be knocked prone. So 60 feet, I think that is all of you, right?
No problem! Them.
Yeah. Well, everybody, yeah. All of you. So,
everyone? Jesus.
The kobolds, let's see. Callias is just barely within it as well.
Holy shit, did I make it?
Let's see. Dross did not make it. Westra, Ryloth, Azra, you guys are all good. Callias did not make it. There's the
Hopefully
ground
these kobolds are fucking dead in the middle.
Well, I mean, this little fucker, if his turn comes back up again, he's going to be stung to death anyways, I think.
Well, it happens at the end, so he has a chance to move out at his turn.
Oh, yeah. Let me click something else once. Here we go. All right. And I didn't roll for Yorick yet. I really like this little hotbar thing. Makes things so much handier than having to go into every individual character sheet. And Yorick gets knocked prone as well. So with the ground shaking beneath you in this volcano, each of you, well, those of you that failed, of course, knocked face first or down to the knees in the ash and the dust. And it is now the lieutenant over here, Ronk. It is his turn. He is going to...
At least he got hit too, didn't he?
Yeah, I think Azra hit him with a couple of ice knives or something.
Oh no, I meant with the 60-foot thing. Did he at least
No,
get
he
hit with
was-
that? Oh, darn.
Yeah, maybe,
no,
actually.
that's fair.
I mean,
No, he might be right out of it.
Yeah, it's like 75, 80 feet. Yeah. He is going to run and then attempt to leap over the edge of the lava here. Make an athletics for him.
Trip, bitch! No,
Jumps over it just fine, leaping across the little gap of lava onto this edge, and getting just enough distance to be able to try to swing a scimitar or a longsword at Azra here, or at Westro rather. 19. You just told me your AC was 18, so okay. It's only one-handed, not two-handed, so. Or 6-handed. You want to subtract 6 off? And then his second attack. Or 9, that won't hit. Any reactions?
No, I'm saving them.
Okay. And that is it for his turn, and we are back to Azra. Round 4. Hang on. Did we have anybody's turn that didn't roll for fear? No, we had Drost, he rolled and didn't make it. Wester, you rolled and didn't make it. Okay. Alright. Back to Azra.
Alright. I'm gonna use my Staff of Defense to bring up Mage Armor, and then that's it for now.
No bonus actions? You can Misty Step away if you wanted to, or because if you Misty Step, you won't prompt an opportunity attack from Ronk.
Alright.
Wrong.
No, not right now. I'll stay here.
Alright, then go ahead and click on your Staff of Defense so we can see what it, make sure that the adjustment's done for your AC. Alright, it is... you can use your action to cast one of the following spells. Mage Armor was 1 charge. Mage Armor is your AC becomes 18, right? Or something like that. Say 15, 18, something like that. Do you have the actual spell for Mage Armor too?
Yeah.
Alright, let's click that spell. Here it
Just
is.
by holding it, you have a +1 to your AC.
That may not be in there, because her AC should have been 13 then, if that's the case. Because her dex is +2. Yeah.
I gotta check to see. I'm gonna add that to my list to check on my game too.
I'm just gonna put it in the tracker. I'm not actually casting it. Just
Yeah,
so
that's
you can
fine.
see Mage Armor.
Yeah, you can uncheck the thing to have it.
Yeah, it didn't use the spell slot. I don't have it prepared because I have it from the ring and my defense staff.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay. So I just changed your base AC because of that staff. It should have been 13 this whole time instead of 12. So I just changed the base as well. But now it is 13 plus your base, which means for right now it's 15. So just remember that when stuff comes around, your AC will say 13 on the sheet, but your AC because of the Mage Armor right now is actually 15. Okay.
This is like the weird little points where actually having a physical piece of paper during a live game is like, oh, you just scribble down in big letters AC 16.
Yeah. The other point of this though is after I move us all back to Embers, there's a module called Dynamic Effects, I think is what it's called, where I can basically give items will automatically apply the things. Like if you have this item up and active right now, like when you click Staff of Defense, then it would automatically actually change your AC, so it would show up correctly for you. Kind of the way the Fantasy Grounds does it, but a little easier to work with. So anyways, like once I build that in for all of your guys' magic items and extra effects and spells and things like that, then it'll handle all that for you. Okay, that if your turn then, Ezra.
Yep.
All right. Which one is this guy? He is the one that was knocked prone here. Well, so he was knocked prone by the ground shaking, and his total movement is 30. He's gonna have to spend 15 to get up out or to stand back up again. So you can see where I'm going with this, Justin. He stands up and tries to rush, to the edge here to get out of the bugs and hopefully attack you because there's enemies behind him as well. But getting closer to the dragon shield, the furthest he can get is here, 15 feet, which means that he is still within the bug range. So go ahead and click that again if you would.
That's not what I meant to click.
Yeah, that's the save. So click that damage portion of it. There you go. 18. That's more than he's got. So.
All right, so this is why you don't go into the bugs, okay, buddy?
Yeah, Drost having seen two of them being stung to death as they're fleeing out of the.
I'm actually gonna scream to the other guy, be like, "Are there any more? These are
Yeah, there's more. We made our way.
No,
through.
I mean like right here.
Not at the moment.
All right,
But now I can't get over to you.
I know.
All right, but he turns around and you hear him shouting. It's a little hard to make out what he's saying. You hear him shouting. Men, turn around. And there's clearly other watchmen behind him.
I'll drop this in like 1 minute. Oh wait, no, I can't. Never mind. No, yeah, you go around. Go around.
Up, right?
We've had this before where I don't think I can drop it. It's just we have to wait for the bugs to dissipate.
Yeah, because it's not regular concentration because it's from an item.
Yeah, fight it, detour.
All right, another one over on the other side comes out through the doorway. This is another boozer, another bottle thrower. He rushes up to the ledge here. Let's see, I don't know what the range is actually on that. I don't think it's very far. Throw a bottle. It didn't specify a range for real. Huh. All right, so this was from, I think it was from Matt Mercer's book, The Boost Throwers, if I remember right. Anyway, I could be wrong there. Anyways, I'm going to say it would be 20-40. So he's going to try to throw it at Westra, which will be a disadvantage because he's within, the 20 to 40 range. Within 20 feet would be fine, but she's outside of that and he can't get any closer. So he's going to try to throw a bottle at Westra. Oh, hang on, I forgot to roll up a disadvantage. Well, it's a natural 1, so even with this, I think we're okay. Well, in that case, since it was a natural 1, you see over your, looking over your right, or over the left shoulder, rather, of Volunteer in front of you, you see a bottle still already flaming midair as it flies over the lava, catches fire in the air, and just flings end over end until it cracks Ronk right in the back of the head, splashing over you almost as it just splashes on his back. We'll do half damage from the bottle to Ronk here. So 3 damage to Ronk, not a whole lot, but certainly enough to piss him off. And that is it for his turn. It is York's turn. He comes around you, and he can't get any closer to the dragon anyway, so he spins around your back and immediately, just still somewhat kneeling, spins around half height, like kind of hunched over a little bit, and just jabs the scimitar in Ronk's direction to try to stab him. For a 15, which why can I not see his AC there?
Nope, that does not hit. Like everywhere.
Yeah, the kobolds. There's actually a bunch more that you guys didn't have to deal with because of something else that you guys did back in town. But at the moment, anyways, there were a lot more of these that you would have had to deal with. All right, it is Dragon Shield's turn, who is still just barely clinging to life as he's being stung by these. He comes rushing in around to get out of the cloud of bugs and is going to try to spear. Let's see. Yeah, try to spear Rowless because Rowless is already injured.
Go ahead, fucker.
Barely clinging on to life, though. He does. Actually, you still have +5 your AC.
Yeah, right? I do. Go ahead and try, bitch.
Well, he got an 8. So
I'm going to block it with my forehead.
I don't think that's how that works. You can lean into spear attack.
Use my magical energy to just be like, ping.
All right, so what is your AC normally?
16,
which makes it a 21, and you know what that means.
Oh, boo.
It still hits. So with the second attack here,
I go to block it with my forehead this time. I'm like, oh fuck!
I'd get a broken, like rusty, probably have tetanus all of a sudden.
Yeah,
spear jab in the forehead for -5. Go and apply the -5 if you would.
Got it.
All right, where is this guy? He's over here.
I'm fucked up.
Yeah, you're in bad shape, and if that fire breath goes off, you need a new character, not just because
there's a possibility it could legit
like kill you. Yeah,
possibility.
Yep. This guy though is another Dragon Shield, and I don't think he has anything He's got a sling. All right. He's going to attempt to plink a sling of stone at Yorick. For 14, which I don't think hits. Nope, Yorick is 15. All right. And that is it for his turn. It's Ryloth's turn.
I'm like kind of blocked in here. All right, I am going
You really did make a wall of bugs blocking your only escape because you were feared. You couldn't get away.
Yep.
You're literally stuck between a dragon and a wall of bugs.
It was about it. So I still have concentration up, although I do need to roll for it.
Because of expeditious retreat. Oh yeah, because you took damage. So you took 5, so you just have to beat a 10.
Still,
Well,
didn't
not
beat it.
anymore.
So my expeditious retreat is gone. I feel so much slower. So let's see. I have to dash, or I can dash away as my action still. 5, 10,
Yeah.
15, 20. I'm just gonna fucking. I can. Oh, well, I don't. Oh, I don't have. Ooh, interesting.
correct.
Interesting. I'm not scared anymore though. But I don't have expeditious retreat.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And then I am going to.
30 would get you to right to the other side at the top right corner of the square. Or top right corner.
Thank God I have it prepared.
If you're trying to run
Alright,
that.
so I am invisible, and now I'm going to. Yeah. Fuck! I'm real close to being dead. Can I? Is there enough room for me to run behind this column? I know he can get an attack
Yeah, you can.
opportunity.
Well, no,
So-
he's not within melee range of you right now.
Well, not the dragon, the other little fucker.
Oh, the little guy? Yeah, he will. But if you turn invisible first, he will get the attack with disadvantage.
So I can get to about here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just kind of try to run away from him. And hopefully he doesn't hit me. I still until the end of my next turn. I still have shield up, so higher AC, and I'm invisible. I swear to God, if he hits me with my fucking high AC and invisibility, Ryloth deserves to die.
And
Yeah. Yeah, so my AC is currently 21. Oh God!
so close.
Oh, I guess that wasn't with disadvantage though, but it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
It wouldn't really matter though, as long as the
I think
first
it's
one is.
another one, just in case.
Yeah.
See if he can kill himself. Nope. Oh, well, the second one was a natural 20.
Thank
So-
God. Woo!
good thing that was a disadvantage. All right, is that it for your turn then?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Then it is Wester's turn.
Actually, hold on, real quick, 1 second. That was okay. Movement,
That was action and movement. You didn't do a bonus.
action, and I still have a bonus action. Let me actually see what options I have here. Fuck it. I'll recast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Okay. Then you
I
are
am
now-
all kinds of. I'm invisible. I have Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that.
Oh,
'cause I
hang
wanna
on.
stay
Invisibility. Yeah, invisibility.
Yeah, so I will add that slot back, and I would not do that because I forgot it's concentration for invisibility. So I'm just invisible.
Then it is Wester's turn.
All right.
You got a small army of kobolds in your face, and a dragon off to the right.
I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'll be right back, guys.
Still at disadvantage, so that means control or shift.
For what reason?
Because I'm still frightened, even though I'm hitting Ronk. It's still
It's
a
only on the dragon, isn't
disadvantage.
No, it's only on the dragon if you're trying to hit the dragon.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was anybody that I attacked because the dragon is still.
Let me double check. I'll click it again, but I think it's only if you're trying to attack him, right?
Pretty sure it's just the target that feared you.
Here, the frightened condition is disadvantage on ability checks and saving rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. Yep, you're right.
Oh, okay.
So control for disadvantage.
Yes, control for disadvantage, shift for advantage. Or actually, I'm sorry, we're not using because I turned it off. Actually, when you click it, it'll just give you an option if you want to do normal, advantage, or disadvantage. So you don't need to worry about holding the modifier.
All right, so we're just gonna hit this guy.
Okay. You clicked a normal roll.
It didn't give me the option.
Weird. I must have. Did I turn? You know what? I think I did turn better rolls back on. Okay.
I'll hit it again.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll it again. We'll just use the first damage. A 20, either one of those would hit.
I forgot. Okay. I would say I forgot I have fell-handed, so I get a +1 bonus with Hugh.
Okay.
And then if it misses with disadvantage, he still takes damage equal to my strength modifier.
Well, his AC is 18, so even the miss or even the disadvantage would still hit. So the disadvantage one does still hit. What does it do? Does it knock him prone or something?
No, that's only if I have advantage.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you that you still leaning hard on this kind of splinted, awkward leg, seeing York kind of spin around your waist almost, and jab him with the scimitar. You bring the axe down between the neck and the shoulder, and hear the clavicle split as the axe sinks into kind of halfway into the chest, and then yank it free. He falls over backwards dead.
Sweet. Well, I can't take my second attack then.
You can. You could still throw like a hand axe or something at one of the boozers or whatever. Do you have anything like that?
I don't have a hand axe. No,
Okay.
I've got my crossbow. That's it. I had crossbow.
Yeah, you'd have to reload again, which you reloaded and then shot on the last turn.
Yeah, so that's it. And I will just use my bonus action to reload my crossbow for the little shits across the way.
All right, that's fair. You still have half movement. Are you going to move at all?
Nope, but I am going to make my save. Hopefully.
All right, so it's a DC 15 Wisdom.
See, now this asks for normal or disadvantage.
Yeah, I think the macros on the bar probably still use better rolls because I didn't fully disable it. But nope, still feared. So. Okay, then it is the sorcerer on the other side, his turn. He is going to just scream and shout frustratedly, and then jump to the edge, and you see him kind of bouncing in place as he flings out I think it's 2 firebolts, right? It's 2 firebolts or just increased damage?
I think it's just increased damage.
Yeah, okay. Flings out a firebolt in your direction.
Oh.
For 23. 23 will hit, right? But you have resistance to fire damage?
Yeah.
Alright, so it is... I have to fix the formula because the formula only shows... Oh, I guess I'll just do it this way. Here we go. 2d10 for a total of 10 damage, which cut in half you take 5 of. As a ball of fire smacks at you. Yeah, go ahead and minus off the 5 if you would.
I already did.
It is Draw's turn.
Okay. I am going to play cowboy, like on Red Dead, because I have 50 feet of hempen rope on me, so I'm going to tie like a little lasso on one end, and I'm going to attempt to throw it and see if I can hook the dragon's foot. And then if it does hook it, then I'm going to run what would be counterclockwise around that post, so I'm not getting close to him until I'm at the other side, you know what I'm talking about? So that way I can try to tie the rope around the pole, I mean the pillar that I'm next to, if it does hit his foot. So if it does, lasso around his foot. So gonna try ninja shit again.
Let's see if this strategy pays off for him.
It didn't work last time, though. We'll try again.
I like that this isn't the first time you've tried this.
Well, he I think means the ninja attempt where he tried to jump off the wall and jab it with trying to put the immovable rod in the wound. All right. Well, you stand up first because you were knocked prone.
Yes.
All right, then you stand up, taking half your movement for that. Go ahead and give me an attack roll disadvantage because you're still feared. So just to flame it up. Let's see. We'll make it a. You're not proficient with throwing a rope is the thing, so I can't make it an attack roll because you wouldn't have the proficiency. Give me a sleight of hand check is what we'll call it, because that'd be your dex modifier plus a d20. There you go. Roll with disadvantage, so roll it again. I'd say 17 is
still not bad.
You grabbing the rope from your pack, you immediately just grab one of your knives, just a dull practice knife, or even just a stick, something like that, something you pull out of your sack, and wrap the rope around it, and then fling it with kind of a like wanted bending the bullet kind of an aim, trying to fling it around and then tug on the rope as it's midair to make it wrap just as it passes his one of his dangling claws there. It spins around his ankle 2 or 3 times and then sets still enough that you feel like you've got a hook, He roars in your direction. You see his face where he'd been lifting his head up, preparing like he was about to breathe on you guys, and then just kind of his face turns down, looking at the rope that is tied around his ankle while he's still batting his wings, trying to stay in place. What are you doing?
All right, I'm going to run the rope around the pillar, and then try to tie it around the pillar.
Okay. And you grab the rest of the rope, throw it over it, and as fast as you can, just make a hasty knot to hold it into the pillar itself. You still have 5 feet of movement, unless you're going to bonus action dash to move.
I'm actually going to do just that bonus action dash to get on this side and stop there. On the other side,
So the
direct
pillar.
opposite pillar of where he's at. So.
Okay. All right, go ahead and make your save, DC 15.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, hang on. It's, guys, shit, I'm sorry. When we were in round 3, it was a DC 15. Now that we're in round 4, it's only a DC 10. So, Becky,
Did Becky fail last time?
Yeah, what was your attempt, Becky?
10.
Well, all right, so the fear is off for
Yay.
This is my one.
Again, the last time I got it, I said my one too.
I'm pretty sure that I forgot to roll it for Yorick too, so I got to roll it for him. All right, fear is off for Westra. This would still be the 15 because this was last round for him. And he got a 17. All right, so the fear was off for Yorick as well. He didn't do anything that would have mattered for that turn, but at least it's off. All right, so Dross is the only one still scared.
Damn.
Is that it for your turn, B?
Yeah.
All right, then we are to Callias, who you guys can no longer see. Well, he's charging around the corner, running off with the remainder of the watch. I'll just mark them out for now. It is Yolkree's turn. All right, let's see. Let's roll this d6, guys. Oh, fuck.
Yes.
Come on.
It's
And you
true.
got
It's a 33% chance he'll get Chet back too.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good odds. It's not low chance for him
No.
to be able to get that stuff back. All right, he can't see Ryloth. He saw Ryloth disappear, and then you know what though, he does. Okay, I'm gonna give him a chance here, Justin. I mean, it's only fair.
Neat.
So, 2300's perception check to have seen the throwing up of ash as you go charging through the dust and the ash, kicking up these footprints. Still in the general area. He can't see you, but he knows the general area that you're in. You have stepped onto stone now that you've stepped onto that last bridge with that final step that you've made it to. So he can't see exactly where you are. Like, he can't see the footprints that you're standing in, basically, if that makes sense. But he can still make an attempt. So he is going to first... well, shit, actually. What might he do in this situation, having been tied? I think he would probably first try to get the rope off of his ankle, because he can't, get very far with the rope on his ankle. So I think he just turns to fly in your direction, still, just flat batting his wings directly above you, and then feels this rope kind of tugging at his ankle, pulling his leg away, and is going to reach down and claw at the rope. What do you think is fair? AC of maybe 15 to probably lower, actually, just to hit a rope. Probably we'll call it a 12 to hit the rope with a maybe HP of like 10. That sound fair?
Okay.
Just to try to shred it with his claws. Oh,
You can't touch my rope, bitch.
You see him bring his front legs. His back leg is what you've got tied, his back right leg, and he brings his front right leg down, trying to claw at it, and misses, and awkwardly fumbles forward, almost bouncing into the ground and into the lava, until he rights himself with his wings. Is going to scream in frustration, and then is going to flip himself around in your direction, certainly very angry at Drost. Trying to, looking like he's going to try to prepare to breathe in your direction again, and is going to make a wide horizontal swipe with his tail across the island over the ground in that area.
Does it look like it's going to hit me too?
It's heading directly in your direction. Basically, he can't tell where you are, so he's taking his tail and just like a scythe across grass, right? Like just
already casting it.
Already. Well, hang on. Let me tell you this though. This is a save. It's not an attack roll. So go ahead and take that back. Because it's it's just a save. It's basically you're to jump out of the way or something.
Got it.
DC 20 deck save.
Oh, not a fucking chance.
I'll tell you that you have advantage on it because he was awkward about this, and you saw him coming in your direction, and then that tail, like it wasn't at you, it was in the area around you. Still no.
Yeah.
It still does some damage. Let's see. It was a D8 or something.
On the bright side, I'm visible again. You guys can. Oh, wait, no, I can't do right.
Well,
10.
It's a 10. It's a 10. But the worst part about that is go ahead and click on what it does. Click on tail swipe. On a failed save, the target is pushed 15 feet in direction of the dragon's choice.
Oh, neat.
So you can gather what direction that might be.
Well, is he pushing us
tail
both
around
in the same direction?
It's only you. He can't hit me.
Oh, okay, got it.
Facing drops. It's just his tail. But he just whacked you with it, yeah, and then out, of course, into the lava.
Well, is it 15 feet?
You know what? I would say that he doesn't know. You know what he does? Okay, he doesn't know where you are. So
it doesn't matter. I'm going to be unconscious, so I'm a flailing body that direction.
Oh shit! You have less than 10 damage.
So I'm immediately unconscious, and then I'm knocked. How
you
far?
Didn't cast shield, though, so you're still in. Actually, concentration drops.
Yep.
Go unconscious. So you're. So Drost, you see Yolkri swing his tail violently in what is the direction you didn't know where Ryloth was necessarily, but it impacts something, and then you see a shimmering form reappear as it's sailing over the lava, and then smack into the dust on the far side. Ryloth is now unconscious, face down in the dust, but thankfully not in the lava. I'll go ahead and do the -10, so you're now at 0 HP. Ryloth is unconscious on the far side. Do I have one that looks like asleep? We'll use this one. All right. All right. That is it for Yolkri's turn. Actually, sorry. At the end of his turn, still angry at Drost from the rope. I don't know that he can hit him with the eruption, though. Let's see. Is it anywhere here? You can see within 120 feet, creating 20-foot high, 5-foot radius geyser. The 5-foot radius still can't get to Drost. So Drost, a huge spout of lava erupts from right here and out to about there as it splashes all around you. It's a little bit. It's not quite that far. It's only the first 9 squares, the first area around it. Splashes down, nearly splatting up on your boots, but doesn't quite catch you as it falters. And that is it for his turn. Ronkstead is back to Azra's turn.
Alrighty.
I don't think you guys haven't even injured him so far this session. You guys did good damage to him last turn.
No, I don't think
I'm
we've
gonna
hurt
move
him
over
in
this way
2
and then
turns.
try frostbite.
Okay. DC 15 con save. 17, he succeeds. And frostbite doesn't do anything on a success. That's the kind of stuff, by the way, with the scaling cantrips that I'm talking about. Things that it'll still have, lesser impact or lesser effects on success, that kind of stuff. Basically, scaling cantrips to be a little more effective. Bonus action. Anything else with your turn?
No, that's it. I just moved back.
Okay. All right. Then we are back to this kobold on the far side, who is going to. You see him grab another bottle from the belt. He kind of holds it over the lava a little bit to catch it fire, and then leans back and flings it in Yorik's direction, because Yorik is the one that he can get a better shot at. 20 feet, though. So still disadvantage. There we go. For a 22, still hits. Just make a dex save. Normal roll for a 5. All right, so we take full damage, which is only 5, thankfully. All right, it is Yorik's turn now. See if we ranged. Not really. He's not feared anymore, but he can't get over to help. Actually, I would say that he probably doesn't even know that Ryloth was knocked out. Because that's like the other side of the dragon. That's
like real far away, and there's like a lot going on.
Yeah. He's a little bit injured now, actually. He's going to go ahead and heal himself, and that's going to be his last one. But he's going to use another. I don't have mass. Oh, I guess yeah. I already used all those spell slots, right? So he doesn't have any more mass cure wounds. So just a regular cure wounds on himself then. Only 6. He takes back the damage he took from the bottle. All right, Dragon Shield, who is the one that is still barely alive. The one with the spear that made it out of the bugs. Yeah, he's not gonna care about the rope. He's gonna try to jab at Frost. So spear attack at Frost. That will not hit. And attempts again, and also will not hit. Both 7s. Oh, sorry. We hit Ryloth. So you know what that means, Justin?
I got hit?
No. Just a death save.
Oh yeah, death save. Back to me. Where
so on the main attributes page on your sheet to the right of death save. Yep.
Normal.
Okay, all right. An 18, so 1 success so far. We'll see if
I've got no worries. And then I'm just gonna crawl into this fucking hole over by me.
If you can. Well, you're not.
No. I mean, once I come back conscious.
It is Wester's turn.
Right. How far up is he flying? Like, how far in the air?
Not very high at all. He was low enough to be able to swing his tail horizontally, so he's only maybe 8 feet, 10 feet off the ground.
Okay, well, for some reason it's not letting me bring up my character page. I'm pretty sure I have 3 superiority dice left.
You have it's 4. I see 4 on your sheet.
I don't know, I can't see. Like, it's not letting me bring it up at all.
Okay, well, I still see 4 on your sheet, so.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna look at York and be like, you got this, right? I'll be back.
Sure.
20, 25, 30, and then I'm gonna dash, so
okay.
25.
Yeah. You can go diagonal still too, remember.
30, alright.
You could be, if you wanted to, you could be here, because you could go diagonal.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna sit there and just face him. So let me turn a little. There we go. And just hold up my shield and just wait for my next turn.
Alright. So no bonus actions?
Nope, because the only thing I can do on a bonus action is take more swings, which I can't do yet.
Okay. Then we are to the sorcerer again. Screaming in frustration, jumping up and down. He can't get to Wester really, so he's going to try to cast something at Yorick there. He's going to do Scorching Ray for 2 separate rays, 3 rays. God damn, I did not mean to click advantage on that. So it'll be all right. That one would not hit then. Second one does hit, and third.
You know what I just realized? If inanimate objects, they wouldn't be able to fly, right? They'd still just be running around on the ground.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. A lot less helpful than because I was looking at it earlier and it has distance, like movement speed. So they must move on.
They would say fly. Yeah.
Yeah. So they just jump around.
Okay.
So I'd have to use another spell.
Like wobbling back and forth as there.
Yeah. So I'm trying to exactly, which is just
still terrifying.
So much more frightening, but less useful. This is what I'm dreaming about while I'm unconscious.
Somewhere, sometime in the same world, there's a little bard who is going to be so excited when he can animate little axes hop along on the ground and harass his enemies.
And I'm going to play my banjo like a moving troop.
Yeah, but this is Ryloth dreaming about Pogo.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Right, turn.
Well, if we took like little pieces, like little sticks, and nailed them to the bottom of the, the top bottom of the handle of the axe, it'd have like little legs, like on Fantasia, and they could get up and run.
Just make little like wheelies, like little wheelchairs.
Oh my god! I just figured out what we'll do. We'll create like an entire object that'll look like it'll have like axes for arms, but it's just one medium-sized object, and we'll just control it.
Like a little robot with a fucking what was that show called? That like robot attack show? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Robo Warrior or whatever the hell that was called.
Pogo will just like it'll be like Hobbit size or Halfling size, and he'll just like pull it behind everyone on wheels.
Oh man! I'm gonna get rid of this little kobold that's been hanging around me over here.
Yep.
Hopefully.
That'll do it. He did not. He had 2 hit points left, so
yeah, he sucks.
Him kind of harassing you behind the pillar there as you're trying to keep the pillar interposed between you and the dragon's face. He's kind of just trying to jab at you with a spear, and without barely even looking, you just grab your dread knife and just poke it through his neck. Off to the side. He falls down dead.
Okay. And then I'm going to just, again, just hide, or stay behind the pillar where I'm at, and then just use dodge as my bonus again, like I did last time.
Okay.
If I can.
As the second part of your attack, you could throw, if you wanted to. You only have 2 knives left, but you could throw one at him.
Oh, okay. I keep forgetting that it doesn't have to be the same target. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. Attack. You have 2 attacks. You can use them on 2 different targets, and it doesn't need to be 2 attacks with a knife. It can be, one jab with one knife and then throwing another knife. It doesn't matter. It's all the same.
Okay.
As long as you're using your action to attack, then you get 2 attacks.
All right. And since I already have disadvantage because I'm still feared, and I'm going to just not use the sharpshooter. I'm just going to see if I can hit him with the regular one.
All right, well, that's a 19, so roll it again. We'll use the damage for that one, but your first damage here, but we'll roll it for the disadvantage. 11 will not hit.
Okay.
But I'd say when you pop out from behind the pillar there, you do see Westra running across the lava, still covered in the red robe, the embrace of Yolkri, and running across the lava and then preparing to kind of sneak up behind him, it seems. All right, then it's your turn.
Yep. I'm just going to see if I can...
we are in round 5 now. Round 5 is DC's only 5 now. Hey, finally!
Yeah, so now I get a good roll.
Yeah,
okay, so no more fear.
That roll that almost would have been enough, the entire time, but the DC was down all the way to 5. So, all right.
Yep, so
you are
no
no
bonus to dodge and hang out there. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right, then you will have advantage on, or attacks against you. All right. From far across the chamber, you probably can only barely see this, but you hear Callias shout, "Men charge!" And then he comes around through the doorway over there. Oh, I guess I'll make him visible for you guys again too. There you go. And you hear the clanging of the outside watch that are with him. That are rushing around the corner. They're trying to attack at the kobolds. Well, I don't think a 10 will hit. Nope, AC is 12. All right. Well, basically, the knot side or the watch and and Callias are engaged with the kobolds over here. I just put them in as if they're one on the actor sheet just to make things simple. So you can basically assume that they're all engaged in a big melee over on the far side. All right. Then we are now to Yolkri. Let's roll that die, guys. This is kind of what decides whether you guys succeed or not. Is kind of if you can hold off.
Oh shit!
No, that means
someone's getting murdered.
Well, Ryloth, he saw fling across. He can look over his shoulder and see Ryloth is laying still in the dust. He's not too concerned about that. With Rost behind the pillar, though, and actually the dodge won't help in this case because it's an AOE. He is going to try to breathe. Just spin to the left, spin to the right, trying to juke it out a little bit. Trying to get himself freed from this. He's going to breathe still keeping same distance because the rope is still tying into the pillar there. He moves himself off to the side, still equidistant, and tries to breathe around the rock wall. So still catching the rope, hitting the rock wall behind Ross, and just trying to kind of envelop him from that. It is going to be...
And this isn't an attack. This is an AoE thing, right? So this isn't considered an attack.
Yeah, correct. But it does. You do have another ability that works for AoEs. Remember, if you make your save, it does nothing. No, if you make the save, you take half damage. If you fail the save, you take. Hang on. If you fail the save, you take nothing. No, fail the save, you take half. Succeed on the save, you take nothing.
Okay.
It's called evasion. I think you got it at. Shit. Maybe you don't get that. I thought you had that already. Do you have the ability called evasion? Let's check.
I'm looking.
Because this could easily actually kill you if you rolls high enough. You do not have evasion yet. I think you get that at level 7, which literally, if you finish this fight, you can be 7.
We'll just time warp real fast until the end of this fight. You know, I get my evasion, then I come back, and that's how I actually finish the fight.
Yeah, let's
pause traffic.
Right, give me a DC. It's only 17, so give me a DC 17 dex save, G.
Okay. Bye-bye, Josh.
Oh. Well, let's see how this rolls out, guys. It's not a crit, thankfully. You're going to get a natural 1. It's only 32 damage. Okay, that's not... I mean, he has more hit points than that, so that's not going to kill you. Go ahead and subtract off 32, G.
Yeah.
He did not roll real good at all. 8d6, and he got a 2, a 1. Well, he got 2 6s, actually. He did roll okay. I guess I was expecting it to be hit harder than that. But still, not too bad. Just I got to use something cool on you guys. As he covers you in a spout of flame, you actually dodged out of the way the last time. Didn't feel any of it, but this time it just singes in through the skin, through your cloak, through your clothes, through the armor, just baking away the skin, feeling it cracking and bleeding under your armor. He is then, which does burn the rope, by the way. I'm gonna assume that because he is breathing fire through it, that's gonna burn the rope. That's fair, right?
Yes.
Well, it was kind of like the whole area, so I'm assuming, yeah, it would have.
Yeah, I mean, if he's blowing it at the pillar where you have it tied, if it's still tied around his ankle, he's just dragging it along underneath him. And with that, he is going to spin around, now freed, spin around and take a claw attack at Westra here. You're not as thrilled as I am when these cool attacks go off.
It's only been a few months, but I'm still kind of bummed that we're gonna fucking get murdered here. I get it. We shouldn't have gotten. I don't know what the plan that we were supposed to do was. Like, I feel like Jeremy there was some way we could have avoided stuff. I don't know what it is, but
you didn't need to.
He can tell me in a year. Well, I said we should just give up earlier, but what's her face over there was all gung ho. She's like, but my pride. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Would you take out? Okay, you already did, Becky. All right. That's the end of his turn. It means that now it is the legendary again, which is legendary actions, or layer actions rather. He used the eruption last turn, so it's volcanic tremor. So everybody within 60 feet of him, which is everyone.
I failed ideally.
Well, this it just
this just knocks
you
you prone. Yeah.
This doesn't actually hurt you. So DC 15 dex save for everybody.
Such.
All right. So Wester succeeds. Azra succeeds. Frost succeeds. All right. So let me roll. I forgot to take Ryloth or Eoric rather. So he's still prone anyways because I forgot to have him stand up last time. Oh, he succeeded anyways. All right. So ground trembles as the volcano around you is, dealing with it, using its name of Angerbrook anyways, just the ground shaking beneath you. All of you managed to hold your footing, though. We are back to Azra.
All right. I'm going to
So Wonk is dead in front of you. Okay. The kobolds on the left don't appear to be concerned with you at the moment. They're at least dealing with Callias and his men. You don't have anything more useful than Frostbite that you want to use?
Yes and no. Like, everything else keeps missing too, and I don't know. It's the most useful thing at the moment I can think of.
I think she's done with this today's game. She's like, fuck it.
Well, she's not
No.
feeling good anyways.
If anyone's curious, I think Ryloth is, if he wakes up, just gonna crawl towards this whatever exit thing is.
My
think he's
head
got a lot
is
in him.
He's out.
piercing right now. It's
How about
just-
Snowball
Yeah.
Swarm? You can do Snowball Swarm.
Yeah.
That does a lot more damage if it actually hits, and it's not just a save.
Okay, let's try that then.
Or half as much on a save anyways if it fails, so. I mean, you did spend the time memorizing the spell, so.
Yeah. Okay,
Or,
so can
writing
we
the spell.
ignore the frostbite and I'll
Yeah,
try
that's
that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so DC 15, and then he'll still take half damage, which isn't great. DC, yeah, he succeeds, but at least it's still something. And it is cold damage too, actually, so it'd be normal because he is vulnerable to cold. So he, instead of being half damage, he takes normal, because it would be double. That makes sense? We're doubling and halving. Everybody
Yeah.
get that? Alright, so he'll take the full 6 damage. As he's being pelted with snowballs. So yeah, 3d6. Did you just roll real shitty? Yeah, you rolled 2 1s and a 4. Typical, typical Fox player. Jesus. All right. Any bonus actions or anything, Fox?
I don't think so. When I deal damage to a creature with a spell, I could do a bit more damage. Does that work on half damage, or does that have to be full damage?
That wouldn't matter. From what effect is it?
Power surge.
Power surge. Let's see. Power surge. You can store power surges within yourself up to 3. When you finish a long rest, resets to 1, which you haven't counterspelled anything, so you'd have 1 right now. If you end a short rest, no power surges, you gain 1 on a turn. When you deal damage to a creature or object with a wizard spell, you can spend 1 surge to deal an extra 3 force damage. All right, so another 3 to him.
Yes.
All right. Then you send out a barrage of snowy orbs that smack against his scales and his wings, just immediately turning to mist and steam around him. But he just roar and frustration. It clearly injured him. Not a whole lot necessarily, but still wounded. Anything else with your turn?
No, I'm just gonna hide again.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to leave that the... Wait, which one is that? He's over there. All right. I'm going to leave the kobolds and the watch fighting each other. Yorick on this side is going to stand back up. He actually succeeded anyways. I should have had him stand up on the last turn. Is going to running to the edge here. Shouts in Wester's direction is going to do... He doesn't have a lot left. You guys have kind of used up most of his healing abilities. He can't get around to Ryloth even if he knew. He's going to healing word at... There we go. Normal. All right, for 5 health, healed back to Westra if you would apply that to yourself. And then he shouts, just hold on, I'm on the way. And he's going to run over to the edge here. Let's see. He actually could have made that without moving first. So we'll just call that the 10 there to the edge. And then he'll have to... he can still try to jump up to his athletics. Yeah, he could potentially make it. We'll see if he falls in the lava. He's not super strong. Oh, that's enough. So he leaps across and is now engaged with the kobolds there. All right, it is Ryloth's turn. So another death save time.
Skadoosh.
Dross is no longer feared. He's pretty much your only hope of getting. Was that natural 20?
No.
Why is it green? It's. Oh, okay. So on a death save, it might just be green if it's success and red if it's a fail.
And it auto adds it to the little success
Okay,
thing.
cool. All right. Well,
I
that's
told you, I'm fine. I'm just going to come back and I'm going to crawl through this little area.
Give me a perception check on Ryloth. This is something that only...
I'm unconscious.
I know. But it's something you could have potentially seen while you were flying through the air. So just give you the opportunity. Yeah. Here. Let me see. I'm gonna try this. This is how it works in most games. I'm gonna try if it works here.
Send me a whisper.
Right. You saw that, right? Just you.
Yes.
Right.
Did anyone else see that?
I didn't see
No.
anything.
Okay.
No.
It was a picture of his penis, so I'm glad you didn't, because that would have been weird. Well, maybe not for Ben. I feel like that's like.
If anything, that'd be more weird.
Yeah, true.
I'm an only child, so I just assume siblings know what they all look like naked. Like at some point in time, they've all been naked at the same time.
Yeah, I don't think
No.
since we've been adults, not that I could think of. It's not really my thing, you know. So.
Yeah.
Well, he does live in California, so I mean,
Yeah, that's why. It's because we're just
it's
too
more
far
the
away. That's why we
distance.
get naked
His
together.
penis is only so big. So.
Oh, it's only because
It's only because we're too far away.
Like you guys aren't
Yeah.
Skype chatting with your dicks hanging out. I'm assuming. Oh boy.
Right.
Did I see anything? Okay, there we go.
And I would say that you would only be specifically because of your profession is how I'll put this, that you would recognize what that rune might be. Okay, it is Wester's turn. The dragon is.
You didn't tell me what I think that might be though, and I'm not smart enough in my own brain to know what that is. We're gonna because you just said it out loud.
Rel is smart enough, but Justin's not. Okay.
Yeah. Am I supposed to Google it?
You can now, actually. Here. There you go. I sent you what it looked like. All right.
Oh, okay.
Like half covered up with the ash, but because your perception was good enough to kind of piece out that what was missing, basically, that if this was completed, that's what it would look like. All right. So he's barely above you. He just swung a claw at you like he's within reach. So what are you doing, Becky?
Great. So he's within 5 feet then?
He's yeah. I mean, he's basically, you can get bits of him within 5 feet. He's swinging claws at you and trying to snap his mouth at you. So I mean, the whole body isn't within 5 feet, but you can make your attacks like normal. Yes.
Okay, I would say because I can do up to 10 feet. I just have to use some superiority die.
You won't even need to. He's trying to hit you with his claws, so like he keeps swinging at you, and you're just dodging out of the way and so on. So during those, we'll just say that he's within range that you can make the attempted attack.
All right. I'm lagging a little bit.
Oh shit! Yeah, it was a 17, but with a 26 definitely hits. All right, so you not rolling well, but you still damaged him a little bit. As he had swung a claw at you, you swing out of the way just in time and bring the axe down. Both hands cleaving into just like the nail bed of the claw. You're gonna make your second attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe. Go.
We can still hear you fine. Just waiting for the roll to show up. There we go. And a 19, that'll hit as well for another 13 damage. So you rolled minimum on one and maximum on the other. He's not quite bloodied, but he's starting to look a little bit beat up now. He's got about a little under 2/3 of his health, it looks like.
Okay. Action surge. So 2 more hits.
Okay. Waiting for the 17 still hits. All right, another 12 damage to him.
Okay. 1 more. Maybe. There we go.
Another 17. It was +9, wasn't it? Yep, another 17 and another 12. You did the exact same roll and damage on the left.
Yeah, that was weird. I was confused.
Okay. He keeps snapping and just in furious rage, just swinging his claws and gnashing his teeth in your direction. You just keep bringing the axe in every exposed scale that you can, just hacking away at him. He's still very, very dangerous, very healthy. He's not even bloodied yet, but he's at least starting to show some damage now.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right.
Not moving.
All right, then the kobolds and the other guys are the watcher dealing with it themselves. It is Draw's turn. Patting yourself out, having been just covered in flame, not in great shape at the moment. What are you doing?
All right, I am going to. I had a potion of healing on me somewhere. I'm going to use that.
Okay.
Greater potion of healing. Yeah, I've got one.
Okay.
So I'm going to use it on myself.
Okay. You do have an unconscious friend, kind of half, maybe less friend and more like client, because he did hire you guys. Not far away too. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
You don't know what he's doing good on his death saves. You know what I mean? You just saw him get knocked across the lava and he's unconscious over there.
All right, so that's what. Yeah, I'm going to stand up, and then I just happen to, I have to not stand up. I'm already upset to get knocked over.
Yeah.
But start looking around, like, as I go to take a drink of that, and then I look over and see poor old man Ryloth over there. Because, we should bring an old man back to life who's just going to die of a heart attack tomorrow. So let's just not be logical and head that way. I will dash.
Okay. Bonus action dash?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Is that a
No, he's
first-
unconscious. That wouldn't work, huh?
What?
That is my speed's 30 or 40?
Your speed's...
Let me see.
hang on, actually, because I think your racket or
Yeah,
your...
30.
Really? I thought didn't you get more for kind of rogue you are or something? Maybe not.
I thought it was 40, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe that was Norak or something.
Well, Norak has 40 because of the unarmored movement thing. Fancy footwork. Fancy footwork is... No, that's just the thing that lets you move. Okay. That's the thing that lets you move if you make an attack. Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, so it's just 30. All right, so 60 feet. That doesn't look like 60 feet, though. Hang on. 5,
I
10,
thought I counted them.
20, 25, 30, 35. You're only at 40 feet right there. You can go diagonal, remember? So when you go...
yes.
Diagonal. So that's
what it was.
50, and then 55 would get you next to him. Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to use the potion on Ryloth, so open up his mouth and force him down his throat. Hope he chokes on it.
He's... You're back to choke him on it?
I'm feeling better. What a waste.
Go ahead and roll the potion, G.
Okay. Do I just click on it?
I think you
like with the other stuff?
and then it'll give you the option for the healing.
Yep.
dice.
Don't up that hallway. It's got gingivitis. I'm tired.
All right, so not much, but 12 healing to Ryloth. There you are. All right, that was action to feed him, bonus action to dash, and you used your movement. All right, so that it for your turn.
Yep. I'm just going to turn that way so I can actually see what the hell is going on.
Both gonna die again, or at least I'm gonna die before my turn.
Well, we are back to Yolkri now, guys. So
Yeah.
No.
So neat.
let's do it.
Good job, buddy.
Hey, guess what, guys?
Ah, you should have stayed away. Well, which way is he going with it? Which way?
Well, right now, he is still very much in Westeros space, and is going to lean himself because she just hacked the shit out of his legs, out of his claws as he keeps slashing at her. So he's going to lean his head back and breathe a gout of flame over her. Can I do it? How can I rotate it when I'm dropping the template? I wonder. All right, it's facing your direction, not this way, but I don't know how to rotate it when I'm dropping the measured template. So it's actually facing the other way. But anyways, you're the only one within the cone, so it doesn't really matter. But go ahead and give me DC 17 dex
That
save.
is a good question.
Yeah, when I'm dropping it, it doesn't give me the
Yeah.
option. I'm not sure. So I thought maybe the shift and arrows, like turning
Sure.
would be, but I'm sure there's a way. I just don't know what it is. I'll figure it out. Hang on, Becky.
Oh,
I just forgot something. You got a busted ass leg. No, you're fine.
shit.
You've got a busted ass leg, which is specific to giving you disadvantage. It was supposed to give you half movement, and you ran across the lava, and I forgot about that. So you wouldn't. But we're not going to retcon or anything, but you wouldn't have been able to make it across the lava. But with that broken leg, you do have disadvantage on the dex save. You failed it there. Go ahead and roll it anyway. Roll the other one anyway. 12,000 lightning strikes this week in California from causing all these fires.
We were driving back that night from NorCal, and it was crazy.
Yeah, that's what Leo was saying when we were
lightning everywhere.
Yeah, you saw like the fire start. Go ahead and roll the other save, Becky.
I'm trying. It's just lagging really bad.
Okay. Are you wireless out there? Or are you using the hardwired connection?
No, it's
I think
hardwired in.
The computer's... Yeah, it is hardwired in, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
I still have my spare gaming PC, my extra one, so I'll send that one up to you guys, and then you can try that. It'll be better than one you're using anyways. The lag sounds network. It doesn't sound like graphic. It doesn't sound like processing power. But either way, I don't need it, so might as well. All right, so that will fail, obviously. So it'll be either 86. Guess what?
Yeah, that cloak.
Damn.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, shit. Okay. Well, I rolled really bad, as you saw. 1,
Yes.
2, 1, 2. and 2 3s and 2 4s. That's it, the whole thing. So fucking 10 damage. Fucking adult dragon does 10 damage, and that's it.
I also noticed you lowered his AC from what it would normally be, which is appreciated.
Yeah. So when
dragons have like a adult dragon has like an AC of like 22 or 23 or something.
When Fox asked originally if this was the creature when she pulled up the stat block, and I said that it's not quite, that it's more actually between the young dragon and an adult dragon. I used the adult dragon stats, and then I downgraded some stuff and increased other things. Because basically it was you guys.
Actually, I don't even think you said that. I just think you said it was like similar. You're like, it's similar. It's kind of like that.
Okay. I mean, I intended anyway.
Yeah.
I thought I said something about it being not quite.
I could be wrong. I
said an altered version.
Yeah, you said altered or something.
I specifically said it's a modified dragon between normal and adult, between normal, adult, and young dragons as far as stats go. So right below that, I said that it's between normal and adult dragons. But anyways, yeah, I mean that's what it was. Basically, I wanted him to still have layer actions and legendary actions, but not be quite as hard to kill as a regular adult. So I just statted him for being between the young and the adult, because youngs don't get the other cool features.
And the only thing I was curious about was like the legendary stuff, because I had mentioned it, so I just looked it up and that's what came up. So
I didn't put all of them in there either, because there's some other ones that in the setting wouldn't have made sense. So I just used ones that made sense here in the volcano for the tremor and the magma eruption and so on.
Gotcha.
So, right. So breathes fire at Western, which, hang on, Becky, did you? I think I applied it too, because there's no way you're down to 12 hit points again. Are you?
Oh. No, I think it was at like 30, and I took -10, or I was at 32.
I did it out of habit. So let me put it.
You were at 32, and then
Okay, all right. So you're back at 22 now. Then I did it out of habit, but I forgot I had already asked you guys to do it. So just remind me if your guys' HP is going mystery changed. It's just because I've been doing this for 3 years, or I've been doing it for you. So all the better if you guys do it yourselves now. But that said, he did breathe at you, and then now is going to take a claw attack at you. He's also only gets 2 attacks instead of 3, Justin.
I was just like, we'll see. It's just he's got such insane, like dragons have such insane modifiers for so many things.
Yeah.
It's like I have spells that'll affect on wisdom saves, but a dragon usually has like a +6 to +8 modifier or something like that.
Yeah,
it's unlikely to get shit off.
Yep. Swings breathes the gout of flame down over you, and as he leans down trying to smack you with the claws, you just jump out of the way, still kind of patting away some of the flames that got into your hair that the robe hadn't quite covered. The claw misses. He then immediately using with the free claw that he's still batting his wings, and the one that didn't try to attack you with, you see him point his hand like an empty palm down in the lava and just lift his claw up in the air, and an eruption of magma flips up out of the lava next to you, which is a DC 15 dex save, also at disadvantage because of your busted leg. So looking forward to get to kill you guys. Control. Or if you click, well, if you're doing it from the top bar,
it should.
Yeah. Either way, you can just roll it twice. Doesn't matter. There we go. Damn it.
Nice.
All right.
Golf clap.
So you bounce down out of the way. I would say that you moves you slightly just to get out of the way. Still within range of him. No opportunity or anything like that, of course, but just enough to move out of the way where the magma splashes onto the ground next to you. That is it for his turn. We are back to Azra.
Okay, is he moving it?
Is he what?
Is he moving? Like, is he gonna try to get out of my range? Or is he gonna stay there?
At the moment, you're what he seems to be concerned most about. You know what? I'm gonna say he's gonna spin around to the other side over here. But other than that, he's still within range.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna cast the snowball swarm again.
Okay. DC 15, and you rolled good on damage now. You got a 19, but it's still half damage. Oh, actually, it's still full damage. Never mind, because it's ice. So 13 more damage to him. He's the barrage of snowballs just smacking against his wings and irritating. He's kind of swinging his claws around, obviously frustrated and annoyed with this. He is starting to look beat up and very angry.
I'm gonna hide again.
Okay. Did you jump back around the corner there, keeping your body around the corner so that if the kobolds on the far side try to attack you, you'd be, hopefully out of view from them? Then it's your turn.
Yep.
All right. Yorick made his way over there. Is going to, you know what? He's gonna try to dash. He's just gonna try to run past these guys. We'll get an opportunity attack from this. There's the only one. Which will not hit. So 15. I'm just gonna do this. All right. So that is his full turn is there, and then dash. Do dash. Right. So Yorick running his way around the arena area, trying to get back around to Westra and Drost and Ryloth to try to help out in the fight. He's within range. He's going to do another level 1 healing word. Actually, he can do... Yeah, healing word is the best thing to do. He's got prayer healing. That's prayer healing word. 6 creatures you can see within range, and range is 30 feet now. Right, ignore that. But healing word will do.
I need another glass of wine.
All right, 7 hit points back to Westra. And then we come back around to Ryloth again. So Ryloth, you are conscious now.
Oh, God!
Tasting sulfur in your mouth from the potion and from the ash that you had swallowed.
I'm going to start my turn staring at this big fucking thing and just getting frustrated. And I'm going to cast Tidal Wave along like right in front of right on the opposite side of Westra, so just taking up the entire area of the dragon.
Draw the square for me.
Sure. Here, let me see if this does it. It's 30 feet long, 10 feet wide. Well, how tall is he? I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to go on the ground.
He's barely above the ground. He's still flapping his wings, but he's only off the ground by 5 feet, maybe.
Okay, so it's 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, and 10 feet tall. So it's basically going to be 30 feet long.
Well, I mean, you can. You're just trying to hit just him and not hit Westra, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to do it right in front of Westra and hit the dragon.
Okay.
Let me see if I cast it. If it'll let me. Yeah, let me try to. Yeah, 120 feet the range.
Yeah, you're fine then.
And it's a deck save.
Okay.
Why does it say 2 slots? Cast it. Oh, because it's a second level spell. Oh,
No.
okay, that makes sense. Get it? Just kidding. And I'm going to. Oh, I do not get a spot. Oh yeah, I do. No, I don't.
That one I don't think, because it doesn't leave an effect. It basically just the water just washes through and then disappears. We remember you did it when you were fighting the kobolds at the Mellow Falls.
Or it falls down.
Yeah.
That's about there. A little wider, 10 feet wide, but yeah, in that area.
That's fine. It's enough to hit him and not hit her. So
yeah.
All right, DC 16 deck save.
That'll save. He still takes half damage.
Half damage. All right. Takes half and is not knocked prone. All right, so 11 damage to him from the. Actually, well, it's still cold damage, right?
Yeah, water. And it extinguishes any flames in the area.
Yeah, but it could be forced from being pushed. So, or bludgeoning damage. Yeah, it's not cold damage.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So it takes 11 from that. As the wall of water it builds up from the ground in the middle of this platform and knocks into him, trying to push him away. It does not appear to push him at all. But the flames around him are the ones on his wings and surrounding his body are extinguished in places. Filling his area with smoke, but the waves just crash into the water and then just turn into steam. Any bonus actions movement?
Yep. Bonus action, expeditious retreat.
All right. Let me take off your unconscious thing here.
Yeah. And movement, let's see. Let's see how far I can go. I'm going to get behind
the far pillar.
Yeah, far pillar. I should be able to just make it behind that far pillar.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ah! Ah!
Just screaming along the way. That's gonna be good for hiding when you're just screaming and giving your position away.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. It is Westra's turn.
So, we're just, because he's still within 5 feet, so we're just gonna smack him.
Okay.
Or not.
Hang on. I think his AC is 16, just barely hits.
Sweet. And then one more time.
Wait for the roll to show up here. Oh, 18. All right, for another 10. You cleave away at his, as he keeps kind of flailing his claws in your direction. You keep kind of hacking at this. The best spot you can find is this kind of opening on the scales of what would be a wrist, basically, right behind the claws. And you hear a crack with the second swing of your axe there, and see the scales split in half, and blood, this kind of just steaming. You can feel the heat pouring out from it, blood just pouring out from the wrist. And the claw is just hanging slightly, like you cut through a tendon, maybe. He looks to be pretty injured from it.
Right. And then it'll let me. I don't know. Okay. And I can't really see where I'm going. I just want to move away from the lava a bit, but still be within 5 feet of him.
Okay. Then like to here. I'll put him back. Right there. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, just so that way I can't get hit by one of those spouts that he brings up, but I'm still within 5 feet of hitting him.
Sure. All right, that'll do. We are at Ross' turn.
Okay. See if I can get a bit closer now that Ryloth is alive again. So,
and basically immediately got up and ran as fast as he could to get away from you. Not trying to help you in any way. Save himself.
Didn't even say thank you.
It's true, he didn't. He got up, he murmured something about a hallway and then ran away.
Yeah.
Should
have just killed the dragon. I was fine, man. Stop marching up.
I had a long day.
You're crying.
All right. Since I was too far away, I'm going to bonus to dash and then come over this way and see if I can find a wing or a claw or something that's dipping down. Well, I guess you said he's only like 5 feet up, so I'm actually going to aim for.
Yeah, I mean, you can get like a knee or a thigh even.
Okay, if I can, if it's, I'm not sure which one it was. Okay, I'm not sure which claw it was, but if I. Actually, no, because he would have known that. Sorry, I was going to say he was going to hit the same spot that Westra hit, but I don't know if he was close enough to notice that. You see molten, what looks like molten lava pouring out. It's clearly blood pouring out from a claw within reach of you. Yeah. Okay, then I am going to aim for that spot. Then, if I would have noticed that. So. Okay. With my drain knife. I'm slagging here. Sorry. You're fine. 18. That'll hit. And. Sneak attack for 23 damage. That's might be the biggest hit you guys have had against it. Fox did like snowball swarm or something when you guys first came in that hit him pretty good.
No, chromatic orb.
Chromatic, that's what it was, yeah. Okay. He's still flailing, just he's not using that claw anymore. Like this claw is kind of imagine that he's holding it like it's injured, so he's just holding it right, at a right angle at the elbow, making it somewhat still at this left claw, and he's just using his right claw to kind of swing it at Westra over and over again. You come rushing around, just almost hidden by the smoke, and then see the exposed arm, where his wrist is almost dangling a little bit from this spot, just pouring out blood. And just jump through the air and bring the Drin knife down into the wound and pull it through the scale as best you can. You gonna make your second attack? Yeah. Okay. That'll also hit 25 for another 7 damage. You feel something like something tensile, something like carving through a rope that had tension on both sides, popping free as you pull the knife through the wound. Like you must have carved through a tendon or something, because you feel it release as you bring the knife through it, and the wrist just separates and the hand just the claw is just dangling free from the wrist. It's like it's still attached. It's still there, but it clearly doesn't look like you'd be able to move it. Like it seems like you carved through whatever muscle was in control of it. Anything else?
I am just going to use the rest of my movement to back away a little bit, and he can't whack me to my rakish audacity. So.
Yep. All right.
And that is it.
He turns his face in your direction and just snaps his jaws where you were as you back away. And we are now down to his turn. So,
so he doesn't get a turn this time.
He's real pissed.
Oh, shit.
We got 4
yes.
guys. 4. He is going to immediately spin in your direction, and then just a wide swap with his claw, trying to smack Westra. Uh, 22. Will that hit?
Oh yeah. That really hits.
No.
For 14 damage.
Alright.
And
a little bit, so hang on.
Fine. Go ahead and apply it when you're apply it anyways. It'll show up when it's ready. And then he is going to just with one powerful swipe of his wings pull himself forward in a dive at Norok, and then try to snap his jaws around Tross. Snap his jaws around Ross, and immediately lifting up, like he was making a downward motion to immediately lift himself up the way that like a bird of prey will.
Attack.
He's still in range of you though.
But he attacked somebody other than me.
Okay, I was thinking
yeah.
All right, go ahead and make the attack.
And is this an attack rolls, or is it a
It
grapple?
is an attack. Yeah, it's an attack.
Okay, then I'll uncanny dodge if he hits.
All right. So his attack against Drost. Oh, well, let's see what happens with. 18 will still hit. All right, so 13 damage to him as he tries to get away from Wester. You bring Hugh down. Hugh Downs. Into none of you know who he is anyways, but he was a newscaster from like the 60s or the 70s or something, maybe later. That might have been like 80s, 90s. I don't remember. I just remember the name is from like 2020 or some shit, like some newscasting show. That would have been our parents' generation. Anyways, he trying to get away from you, bring it down, just cleaving in just a wide gash through the calf muscle on his right foreleg, or rear leg rather, and is going to bite at Rost for a 25. G. So how does your uncanny dodge work? Is it just half on an attack?
It has it.
Click the uncanny dodge and pop it in there. That sounds right. I just want to see what the specifics are.
Bring it up.
Did you just read, like, when I told you yesterday that, like, you don't really get to use your rogue abilities too much, did you just read over them all last night or something? Because all of a sudden you remember how your rogue works.
Oh, no, I'm just trying to get myself not killed this time. I'm trying to think outside the box a little bit, because I'm not just going to be able to stab this thing. So
there you go. All right. He snaps his jaws, trying to yank you off of the ground and lift you up. The bite does hit. It'll just be half damage. So for 18, you take 9 damage. Go ahead and apply that to yourself if you would. You feel the teeth just snap around your midsection. Your head is inside of its mouth, skin being burned by the tongue, and until something, like he roars in pain from something. This was Wester's attack in his leg. His mouth opens wide, knocking you backwards. You fall backwards into the ash. As he lifts himself up with that same swooping motion was an upward motion. He was trying to bite you and fly away. And he flaps his wings again in midair, flying upward into the ceiling. And as he lifts up through the ceiling, you see him moving into one of these waterfalls of lava that was pouring out from the ceiling and filling this little lake that you guys are in, and up through that channel, and he's gone. Like he's swimming up through the lava.
Jesus Christ, Jeremy. You didn't have to make him do that. We didn't know there were waterfalls of lava that he could get out of. God damn it.
Actually, Yarm told you that there were. She told you that the only way in or out of here would be if you could swim through lava, remember?
Yeah.
I thought that was like the lava that we could see here. I didn't know there were vertical exits to this goddamn chamber.
Any of the lava he could have gone through. That is the way that he happened to go through.
It's fine.
Does that make you unhappy that he got away? You were trying to let him get away, or you were trying to just say fuck it and let it be over with anyway?
Is he gone? That was his turn.
Gone.
He's gone.
He's gone. He flew up through the waterfalls of lava.
How far away is the waterfall of lava?
Ceiling is 120 feet up in here.
Damn it! I knew I should have waited.
As he was going, he's dashing away. I'm guessing.
He didn't dash. He was flying up through it. I would say that you guys maybe could have had,
Would I have had time to just fucking cast wall of water or
I would say
storm?
both you and Azra could have had one turn. I'll put him back over where he was.
Can I just do sleet storm as if we're coming up to our turns, he's flying away. I just want to cast sleet storm right at his location.
Sure.
Let me see if it has to be on a ground because I think it's just a point. It's a point, but it says the ground, so I'm guessing it just wouldn't count for the ground portion, right? It wouldn't turn the ground.
He wouldn't have a chance of him. Yeah, exactly. He wouldn't have a chance of slipping, obviously, because he's flying.
Yeah, can I just cast Sleet Storm on him as using
long as you have the spell slot for sure.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't have him targeted. Hang on. I got a 12. This is like the only time he failed to fucking save. All right.
Cast Sleet Storm up there.
Get him.
Start this turn, the deck saving throw, and a failed save. It falls prone.
Yes.
So he's gonna fall from the sky, right?
Shit.
Yeah, see?
What was that, Fox?
Yeah.
I said, so what? He's gonna fall from the sky?
Well, so what happens when a creature falls prone from the air is they have terminal velocity, so you have to factor in the time that it takes them to fall from the ceiling. But I'm not going to do all the math on it because they don't fall instantly. But the Ryloth, seeing him about to escape through these lava tunnels that Yarm had warned you about, he has just gotten like his face into the lava, into the waterfall, and is about to turn himself like straight upward as you begin a barrage of ice and storming rain, freezing rain, falling from the ceiling that it keeps splashing.
We're
away.
back in it, guys.
And it's just pelting away at his wings, and he's just frustrated, and he's swinging his arms, one wrist hanging limply, is almost the hand coming off with him swinging back and forth just from the torque of him moving it, until he spins in place, wing over himself, trying to wrap himself in his wings, and just spins and pins and plummets onto the ground, landing prone in the ash and the dirt.
Since Ryloth used Sleet Storm, I'm going to use Snowball Swarm.
Yep, go right ahead.
Yeah, mine doesn't do any damage, just makes him prone.
He doesn't look like he's not close to death. I'll tell you guys that. Like there's a trigger
we're
point.
Ending this. We're ending this.
So that's up to you guys. But you guys, for real, you may have just signed your death warrant because he was going to escape, and if
Ryloth doesn't know how this works.
Okay, well, tell you what. So he all of a sudden has real bad luck because he actually failed another save, and it's like this is the first time he's failed on any saves from you guys. I think maybe last session, but anyways, another 8 damage to him.
Back in session.
As he's wrapped himself in his wings, just being pelted by snowball after snowball from across the lava over there. The area. Justin, you would have lost your
Yeah, I don't have Expeditious Retreat.
Yeah, you lost your Expeditious Retreat, but it would be double damage from the snowballs, so even more damage done to him.
And he's prone until his next turn, guys. No! Let's get this fucker!
I'll tell you guys, it's possible. Where he's at right now, it's possible that you guys might be able to maybe finish this. So let's see. We'll roll this out. We'll see what happens here.
I've got like a spell slot left in cantrips. We'll figure this shit out.
Here,
I'm gonna remove.
I will say that we'll just tell you what. We were going to be out of initiative order, at that point, but both Azra and Ryloth used an ability. We'll just call it that was your reaction for this turn. Is that fair?
Sure. Well, yeah, because I figured we kind of went through like a 6-second period of watching him fly away.
There was a moment exactly
That's
where
why I was curious if he was
range
dashing, like if he used like 130 feet of movement, or if we would still be able to see him kind of as our turns came around.
Well, his fly speed's only 80 feet, and the ceilings are 120 feet up. It's supposed to be as far as what it would normally be. He would just be out, but because he was already too low to the ground, like he would have had 120 feet to go, which means he can only make it 80 feet up. So it does make sense for you guys to have had a chance to hit him afterwards.
Yeah, 150 foot spell distance.
All right, so what you doing, Ezra?
I'm gonna try Chromatic Orb again on him.
All right.
And that was our reaction, so I'll accept that.
Yeah, I think that sounds fair to me. You guys have just used your reaction for this turn. An 11 will not hit. Does it do anything on a...
No, it doesn't, sadly.
All right. Then you
Time
send
to
a
pull out
ball.
the stops.
You send a ball of ice in his direction, but there's just too much mist and smoke and steam just filling this chamber, and you can't quite get a clean shot at him, especially because he's just laying in ash and he's not even illuminated himself. The fire's kind of put out from this pelting rain. That rain is still up, Justin, unless you dropped it.
Oh, no, it's still up, but because it has this weird kind of like point in place, technically the stuff wouldn't be hitting the ground, so I'm not sure.
Oh, does it only fall?
Well, it only works like in that area, but if I'm casting it 150 feet up.
Oh, it's a 20-foot tall cylinder. Yeah, 40-foot radius. Okay.
So
okay.
Like it wouldn't really.
Well, I will say
like
that
dissipating or.
Unless you cancel it, but basically for now, anyways, it's still raining above you. It's just that the rain is just evaporating, when it's still in the air. So before it gets down this far,
it's raining in this general area. It's raining.
It's raining from 40 feet up until 60 feet up. It's raining from that space, but not below, not above.
Yeah, it's like misty. You can drive in it.
It's making it real humid in here. That's all.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Fox?
No, I'm just gonna hide again.
All right. Then it is Yorick's turn, who is now just in front of the beast as it just collapsed into the ash area near in front of him. Here is going to try to attack him with his scimitar.
Did he take falling damage already?
He didn't. He did not.
Because you know how many feet.
Yeah, so he's got to take falling damage too. That's only fair. All right, so 8 damage from Yorick as well. Falling damage, is it a d6 for every 10 feet or a d8 for every 10 feet?
I have to do
8.
It's a decent amount.
1d6 for every 10 feet fell.
Okay.
And he was up 80 feet.
Okay.
He had not made it the entire way. That's up to a maximum of 20d6, but so 8d6. that's his fireball damage basically, or his fire breath damage. 86. Let's see. Oh fuck! And I rolled pretty good too.
Yes.
Not bad.
Nice.
He's still prone. Looks to be maybe dazed a little bit from falling and kind of smacking his head on the.
People will write stories about us, guys. Let's do this.
This from the cowardly old man who was trying to crawl out of the hallway to leave the place.
I am hiding. Yeah.
You're an opportunistic, cowardly old man.
I'm even trying to throw my voice so it doesn't see me.
Right, it is your turn.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to use my last fucking spell slot. Snowball Storm.
All right.
I froze, so I gotta reload for a second.
Kadoosh!
Okay. You're coming up next.
Hey, rolled really well if he saves. If he doesn't save.
14
I
on
don't
the
think he
save.
Does he?
Let's see. How does he? All right.
There's double damage.
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, cold.
So,
Kidding.
how do you want to do this, Justin?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna jump out and be like, "You son of a bitch!" And I'm gonna kiss this little ear. It's all for you, sweetie pie. And I'm gonna just just force these snowballs to fall and crash down on his prone body. I'm just gonna have him focus on his head, so they kind of like start tearing apart chunks of his horns and his ears and his face and in his eyes, just until his like entire face is this like chunk of mush, just like standing there against the ground. And then I'm gonna get out of breath and kind of fall over on the ground. This rain feels good. It feels nice.
And with that, the creature is no more. It is never even recovered from its fall, having smacked its face on the ground as it fell. He is still, and still, of course, still smoldering, still letting off steam, but is otherwise not moving. There is kind of a surprised gasp coming from the alleyway to the room off to the left there. and you see Yarm standing there, just like mouth agape, staring at the body of her deceased broodfather.
I swear to God, if you don't have what I need, you're next.
Just still almost ignoring Rylov, like kind of looks in his direction and then just looks back. I didn't think you'd be able to pull that off. We're free. No, you're welcome to it. It's got to be. Look, I'll tell you, I found it. It's in there. Just you can have. And she looks down at the ground. She says, "Don't step on this. I'll lift you over it if you need to. Just don't step on this." And she points down at the ground, and there's a half obscured rune on the floor that she's standing nearby. If you step on this, well, you'll be meeting him on the other side.
I'm so tired. I'm gonna sit down for a minute. If you guys can go get this, Yorick, go get your goddamn book, you son of a bitch.
I will go with York.
Okay. I'm gonna remove the kobolds. The city watch that are still remain. 2 of them died, but the ones that still remain managed to finish off the rest of the kobolds. We'll meet you guys over here in the middle with Callias. Azra, are you going to try to make your way over? Or are you going to stay over there?
Yeah, I'm going to make my way over.
Okay. You can't get back through those doors, so you're going to have to jump across that lava.
Or I could Misty Step across?
Oh, you can do that. Okay, that's fair. As long as you tell the spell slot.
Wait, no, I don't. But I do have it from my ring, so I'm just going to Misty Step over here.
Okay, that's fine. All right, you point your ring at the far side then, and jump yourself across to it then by this gigantic body of a smoldering dragon. You can barely see Yarma over the other side, over its body.
And I'm having Yorick help me over that ruin, so that way, because of my leg.
Okay. All right.
Do we have any way of just like getting rid of that rune? Like, can't you just who made that fucking thing?
Well, he did. Yolkri did, but it doesn't just disappear.
Ah, that's stupid. That's a stupid part of a spell.
Well, I mean, it doesn't bother me any, but I'm just, I figured since you guys did me the favor of freeing me, that, I might as well at least warn you of that so you don't blow yourselves up.
And I'm gonna yell to the captain of the guard and be like, "Hey, just so you know, this girl, well, she did. I mean, she's okay. She didn't try to hurt us or anything. She's a good one. The other ones you can murder as much as you want, but this one's okay."
As long as they're not attacking us.
Dragon? Did you see that shit?
Yeah, hey. I'm not sure I even believe it. I've never seen a creature this big before.
That's what she says. Anyways.
God damn it.
So, look at us. We solved your problem. This is the thing that was making that. All the crazy moon juice that was making people fat and go nuts all over the place. This is what was causing it. Did you guys see all the big stills and things?
Yeah, we made our way through all of it. Lost a couple of men to the traps and the little dragonlings on our way here, but yeah, this is once we saw it, we figured this had to have been the source of it in the first place.
Real important. Did you guys by any chance see a number of large skinks, horse size? They're sweethearts. Did any of them make it out okay? I'm very concerned for their safety.
I'm afraid it didn't, old man.
Oh, okay. I hope they're all right.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see any bodies, at least. I mean, it's kind of an odd thing to have an emotional attachment to, but so be it.
Oh, well, we lost one of them, I think. Or we ran away. I can't remember. I'm so sorry.
No, Drost killed it. Drost threw a knife at it. Oh. He missed. He had a natural one and missed, and like it was all. It had one hit point.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And it was in the corner, and Drost had a natural one trying to throw it and ended up killing it.
Hey, do you by any chance have any healing magic, or any of your boys have any way to help me out?
We've got bandages. It's as much as we've got.
Oh, well, boy. Good thing we took care of this business for you. No fucking way you guys would have gotten this handled.
To be honest, we weren't sure if we were going to find you here. I mean, we knew you were heading this way, but for all we knew, you would just run away. I mean, I'm glad you were, because he looks at the body. I can't imagine that, competent as my men and I are, I don't think we could have dealt with that.
Yeah, it's
Good to see that. I mean, we already, well, the magistrate had a chance to speak with the spirit of Eridolf. He confirmed that you didn't murder him. He did mention that there was no arrangement made for the robbing of his personal belongings, so there's still that to deal with. But
seriously,
it's good to see that you were, actually folk of your word for the most part, except for, stealing from a dead man and all.
we just killed a dragon.
Okay, as far as
We
I
just
know,
solved
I
like
only
your
stole some
entire
water.
fucking city's problem.
You only stole what?
Stole water and I left it.
I mean, so how Speak with Dead works is you guys may know this, but you only get 5 questions. So they probably wouldn't have wasted those questions on like give me an inventory of what your whole house is. You know what I mean? So they wouldn't have necessarily known what was missing unless he did keep something like that. But at least Callias didn't mention anything of that sort as for
Yeah,
what
I think
might have
they
been
just
missing.
took like maybe a bottle of water. Is that right? I don't remember what they got. Anyways, I
Well,
wasn't there, so
I think with this situation handled, I think I can convince the magistrate to just let the rest of it all slide. But as for Yorick, though, the leader of the hopeless, there, he's been a thorn in the paw of the good people of Knotside for as far back as I can remember. So my men and I were not surprised at, when we arrived here at Angerbrook to find you all here. We thought you may have been coming this way, but not the cowardly gang leader. We expected that he was gone to the wind, but somehow he must have disappeared into the wilderness, never to be seen again. That's what we expected. So did you, how do I put this? I think my men and I didn't see you here. He's talking to Yorick. And maybe it's best that, as far as the recollection of the city is concerned, you did just disappear. Is that fair? And Yorick just kind of nods.
I was waiting for you to have a nice conversation with yourself for a few minutes.
The thing is, when you do, when
I remember
you're,
one time as DM where I got all awkward. So
yeah, that's it. Like if you
and it was
can
when we were
actually
playing Spin the Bottle too, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
yeah, when you made your halflings kiss themselves. Anyway,
Fuck.
so like when you're an amazing DM like a Mercer or something like that, and you can do separate voices, then it
He
makes a
even
little more
tries to
sense.
avoid it. He tries real hard to avoid it.
He does, yeah. Even then, I mean, it's only like part of it is because it cuts the players out of the game a little bit, and that's not fun for anybody. So, anyways, so Yor just nods though. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna see if there's anything useful on the body or anything like I could grab for like alchemic purposes later.
Burn
I mean, there almost certainly would be. I mean, you know for sure that a lot of advanced alchemic formula require blood from dragons, scales from dragons, claws, teeth, eyes, all that kind of stuff. It's just a matter of how much can you really, get, how much can you butcher off of it correctly without destroying it, and how much can you carry.
Okay.
Well, I already got her 2 bottles of blood.
There's a lot where that came from. Those bottles, there's tons of them. You guys didn't search all the crates and stuff, but they're all over the place.
Yeah, but I did grab 2 bottles.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna turn to Yorick and be like, well, I mean, I like you very much, but you are a man of your word. If you ever need help, just come hire a bounty hunter. And if you ever need a job, we're always looking for people.
I mean, as things stand, I'm gonna have to probably lay low around Knotside for a while. So I was kind of wondering if maybe that would be something we could talk about. Maybe some form of gainful employment. Maybe I could work for a better cause than what I've generally been doing for the last few years.
Yeah, you should come with us to Mist. We'll work it out.
So I can get myself kicked out of another city.
Well, you'll be working with us, so hopefully not.
He holds his hand out. Deal.
All right, I will spit in my hand and shake his hand.
Well, I mean, there probably isn't a whole lot of that hand left. Like, you lost all your toes and probably like half your fingers by now from all the fire and lava melting and so on. All right, what are you guys doing? What's Ross doing?
I'm gonna try to use my dread knife to pull some scales off if I can.
Okay.
Off
So
of his head.
You and Azra are going to be trying to butcher take as whatever you can gather from Yolkri.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab as much scales as I can that's not gonna weigh me down, so if we do have to fight, because Dross never knows that I can still move. as good as normal, but as much as I
Hey,
can.
Elias, you know it'd be pretty cool
What's that?
if you and your men came back with a cart and just dragged this thing all the way back to town. That'd be fucking cool.
I'm sure the mages would love
paraded
it.
through the street, just paraded it through the whole body of a dragon.
Well,
can
I
start
don't know
off
about the
of
whole
it.
body. I mean,
Right.
we can probably get the head back, but the whole body, that's getting it back through these. I mean, even that bridge. I mean, do you know what we had to do to get across that bridge? Well, how did you guys manage that anyway?
was
It
still
got
intact,
destroyed
mostly.
after we got through.
I see. Yeah, well, it wasn't so lucky for us.
Hey, you didn't happen to see some horses tied up along the way, did you?
Yes. I imagine those
Okay.
must have been yours then.
Yep, so they're still there. That's good. So we're
They
gonna
were
need those
when we left them. There's 4, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there's still 4 horses there.
It was only been a day and a half.
You did take a long rest in this place, so you left them without any food, no water, like baking
It's
to
a
death.
day and a half. They're fine.
I'm sure our horses are used to that by now.
Yeah, I would say that they're hardy stock enough that, and one of them is a draft horse, anyways. Page, but yeah, I mean that they're, at least as far as Callias tells you, they were fine when they saw them. That's the rune you're telling Dross. That's the rune, so just be real careful coming over that.
Okay.
Give me, for Drost and Azra, for trying to harvest as much as you can from him, give me medicine checks. Or one of you can assist the other if you want to use it, if you want to have advantage. So if one of you is better at it and you want to use advantage, then one of you can help the other. Actually, you have to both be proficient for that to work. Never mind. You're going to ask what, Justin?
I was just going to say, I'm going to ask Yarm if, since dragons always have a treasure hoard, where's her father's at?
Hey, I heard it. Still needs to turn all the
Here
way
it is,
up.
done? Yeah. Hey, natural 20. All right. Yeah, Azra, you like this is a pristine sample, except for a really hacked off hand. Like the claws on that side are pretty fucked up. But apart from that, like you could get quite a bit out of this. You think, if you just had a way to, manage to store all of this and get it out of here. For as far as harvesting the ingredient or the alchemical useful parts, let's say, of it.
Yay!
Talking to Yarm, she turns facing this pool here. Did you come into the room, G?
Yeah, I would have hopped over. And...
Okay. Right.
Oh, quickly be right back.
Okay, Fox. Where did it go? Oh, I must just use the same one. You see her kind of standing in front of this cascading pool, where there's one pool that drifts down into another one, kind of what the art looks like, of course, there. And it is molten gold. She kind of just points at that. She says, well, I mean, that's it. It's half here, half on the other side. That's his hoard.
I'm just going to laugh and say, all right, well, maybe not. Thank you, though.
Oh, I mean, I don't really. I'm gonna take as much as I'm gonna need for whatever new life I can find outside of this fucking mountain. But apart from that, it's yours. I mean, you'll need to find a way to cool it off and chop it up or whatever. I don't know really how you people spend it in your cities, but it's got a lot of value, that's for sure. This is all he ever cared about was melting this stuff down.
All right, well, thank you. Yeah, actually, we'll see if we can come back and get it figured out.
I mean, it is literally a hoard. It is many gallons of liquid gold, like hundreds and hundreds of gallons of liquid gold.
Sweet.
And she says, and over there, I mean, his safe. That's where the old man's page is, the one that he keeps grumbling about.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be making my way out of here. So you're all gonna let me go, right? I'm not gonna get a few feet and then have a knife in my back.
Not
Good to
for
go
me.
with me.
And I'm tired. No, I'm not.
All right, then Yarm is going to make her way out. You guys had told the watch to leave her be, so they're gonna ignore her.
Be cool, Claudius. This girl's all right. I'm sorry, girl. Is girl the proper term?
She's already gone.
Okay. Bye.
Look and see if I can find the journal.
Ah!
I
Yeah,
just-
Oh, he
before
can- okay,
she
never mind.
leaves, I'm going to ask her what the thing is for the safe, the code to open it.
Yeah,
It's
don't tell
not
Ryloth it's
a-
in that safe.
It's not a code; it's a key.
Okay, we'll ask her for the key
Yeah, she's
before she
gone.
gets out of there.
She's gone.
Is there? Do dragons have pockets?
Do shatter spike? And
I'll
just
tell you that
beat the
there's
shit out of
sitting on the table directly above. The safe is like stuck to the bottom of the table. Sitting on the table under some papers, there's a key. So it's not like it's super complicated. They weren't too concerned about security when they've got a fucking dragon right outside the door to protect the place.
You might want to check. Can I check it for traps? I just real quick. This place has been pretty fucking covered in traps.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a investigation check.
Ooh, you know what? I think this is gonna be fun. Blind roll.
You feel along the like the line where like the crack where the door is, where it'll slide out. You don't feel anything there. You kind of peek in through the keyhole. Everything looks fine as far as you can tell. You kind of grab the safe and try to rattle it back and forth, and it feels solid. It doesn't feel like it can move. You don't think there's anything on there, at least not as far as you can tell.
I mean, I looked it over pretty good. It's probably fine. I'm pretty confident. I'll stand right here.
Right in front of the door.
I'll open it.
Okay. You put the key in the lock, turn it, there's a click, and the handle seems loose.
Pull it open.
See, I told you.
Okay. You pull it open, and inside are a handful of items you're going to be rolling on. I don't have set items for it already. Rolling on a table here for the items that are inside, but there is, beneath those, let's call these items question marks for the moment, is a page, just a piece of paper, like yellowed paper. York looks at that, he says, "That's it. That's what I jotted it down on."
Okay.
There you go. I'm gonna head
And then, you know what? It's been a good day. I'm gonna. Here you go. You know what? I consider this good enough. Here's the 80 platinum.
You were just carrying it the whole time?
Ah,
They could have just looted it off your fucking body and left you dead on the
it was
ground.
just one little bag of coins. No one frisks me or anything. So is this literally, is it the same thing?
Yeah, it's the it is the work that he told you. Yeah. I told you. So let me clarify. He translated that and he copied down the arcane sigils beneath the wording as best he could, but he's not. He's not. He can't write in arcane. So they're still there, and you can vaguely recognize what they're supposed to be. But it'd be like a little kid drawing in English kind of thing. Like there's misspellings essentially in the arcane drawing. But the words, that's what the words say over top of it. It's a spell scroll that you'll be able to presumably cast from.
Got it. So do I recognize it as a spell scroll?
Yeah, that's just the words that are written over top of it. It's just it was translated by somebody who is only has a rudimentary understanding of the arcane.
Okay, cool.
But he was copying it from one to another. So
I get it. I understand now.
And York's not like a flat out idiot. So I mean, he does have intelligence enough to have been copied it. He just wouldn't have been able to actually use it.
I'm gonna go bring my boyfriend back. Gonna be a young man.
I sincerely hope that you trip over a rock on the way out of here and just go face first into the lava.
I hope not. There's always the possibility. I mean, I'm leaving with you guys. I'm not gonna leave on it alone.
Oh, really?
I trust you guys
Westra,
more than the guys out there. Sounds like they have to fucking die. Just get in here.
Westra, I think I'm going to need to rescind my my request for employment.
I'm not worried about these guys.
Well, look at it this way. Technically, our bounty is over, but I will at least make sure that he gets out of this cave alive, because at least I'm not an asshole.
That's fair. So for what Fox?
Sorry, I'm back.
Okay. For well, I guess you could decide later on. But Justin, if you want to keep playing Ryloth, we'll find a narrative reason why Ryloth is still hanging out with him after completing the.
They can come back. Honestly, like I said, 10 minutes. Didn't know it was going to be a 2.5 month playthrough. I literally didn't even add real items. He's got the 2 items that were put in him from the other campaign, and I was like, it'll be fine. Yeah. So if we do another quote unquote one shot, I will be better prepared.
Oh, good. Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't be. It was intended to be probably about 3 sessions or so, and we literally spent 25 hours instead, 9 sessions.
Yeah.
Now, one of the technically it was 8 sessions, 8 full ones, and one that was only like half an hour because of the troubleshooting on the second session. But yeah, we've had 8 full sessions at least. So
It is weird. The online ones always seem to take longer, like progression wise. I think it's because like you see more, so people want to do more. People are like, I'm gonna go up and jump on this table. I'm gonna do, and like they'd see these like things of gold like
okay.
on the map.
yeah, when you're seeing a visual map, you mean?
Yeah, I think the visuals like give us more ideas. Like it's better for our imagination of what our characters might be able to do.
Yeah.
So I think it's I mean it's fun, and as long as everyone's enjoying it, it's all.
Yeah, I enjoyed the whole thing. I'm not complaining about it at all. Hopefully it wasn't too long of a time away from Embers that you guys will still have fun when we get switched back.
Honestly,
Yeah.
taking down the dragon in that regard made my fucking month.
So for real, what it was supposed to be is when he got to half hit points. This is a pretty common trait amongst dragons. Just care about greed. They don't care about they don't care about you guys. It's not a vengeance thing for them. It's just greed. So if he was at risk of dying, he would try to leave. So as soon as he hit half health, he was going to try to fly away. He hit half health like right after his turn, basically. Whoever was right after him. It was Azra, I think, actually, that dropped him below half health. That was the trigger. But then that whole fucking round, you guys just were kicking his ass. Like, Westra got 4 hits on him, Dross got 2, like, good hits on him, and he's like, all right, fuck, I'm out. So then he's trying to leave, and I did tell you that the ceilings were 120 feet. He can only fly 80 feet. He'd already used his action to attack, so he couldn't dash. So it was only fair for you guys to have that opportunity. But he was not. You were not supposed to be able to get the kill on him, I guess is how I'd say that. He should have been smarter. I should have been smarter about moving him. But it was certainly.
I mean, that was luck, because remember, if he passes on that save, he does not fall prone, and it does no damage. That spell is literally the only thing it has.
And he still had plenty of hit points. He would have definitely survived. Even Azra, if she had snowballed him, he still would have been able to get away.
Even the first time I cast that, I just did it for 2 reasons. One, I was hoping he would fall prone, and at least he would fall in the lava, so it might at least slow him down trying to get it out of it. And then 2 was so that we'd have attacks on him while he was prone, and we could walk on the lava for 1 fucking turn, maybe. Yeah. And then I fell on my face. Hey, it worked the second time, though.
Worked out great. Yeah.
Hell, if you hadn't done Sleet Storm at that point, I would have done it. But since you did, I got to do snowballs for him.
Yeah, fucking.
So it worked out. Do I find anything in this room?
Which room? Oh, yeah, you went in the main room? Okay, so on the south side there, what Yorick is standing beside where you are, is just a cascading pool of molten gold. It's literally just liquid gold, like many, probably a few thousand gallons of liquid gold, that Yarm had said you guys are welcome to. She took some money and then left. It's just you guys in here now, with Callias and the City Watch outside. But so there's tons and tons of gold, and then there's a safe underneath the table over there that Westra has just opened and pulled out a page which was given to Ryloth. Ryloth then handed over a sack of 80 platinum to Westra for completing the contract. Shit, you guys are really fucked up. Drost is barely alive. Westra's barely alive. Ryloth did go down and then came back up. You guys got pretty fucked up this time. Azra was the only one that didn't take many hits.
I was hiding though, to be fair.
Yeah, you were.
Because I'm squishy.
Yeah, with all your ranged attacks, though, you can easily keep range and still do decent damage to help out.
And I took the vampiric touch to be able to have a heal skill, and then I'm thinking about it. I haven't prepared, but I have no melee spell attacks to use it with to actually get health back. So
it has its own, doesn't it? Doesn't it attack on its own? I mean, you have to be melee for it to work. You have to hit with it, but. You touch, it is an attack on its own. So make a melee spell attack. Well, so that's just a roll. It's an attack as part of that spell.
Oh, okay, never mind. So I was just interpreting it wrong. Gotcha.
So you just
good.
You can still use it. You just have to be within melee range to try to hit something. Is all. You just got to touch them with that spell. That's all.
Yeah. Question: can I use my familiar to do vampiric touch, or no?
Yeah, no, it's a touch spell. You can cast it through him.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I mean, you never resummoned him after he died.
Yeah, no, because I didn't have time. Because
that's it. You could have done it.
We learned,
Yeah, you could have done it during the long rest, but you were copying spells instead. So
yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so as far as what was in the safe, though, we're going to roll some dice here. So each of you roll a d20 for me. We're going to say there's 4 items in there. You don't you guys can trade them. So which items come up, you don't necessarily have to keep the one that was given to you, or the one you rolled for. Westra, a 1. Yeah. That is, well, I can imagine that you're probably going to. Well, it's up to you if you want to keep this one. It is a. You pull out of the safe. A dagger that is clearly of elven design, and a 2. Geez. So this one, it's not lower is better, or it's not higher is better. This one is just a number off of a list. Yeah, so don't worry about getting a 1 and a 2. This though is a knife that looks like there's liquid, just dripping off of the blade. You kind of just rub it against the robe. Just clean the knife on your robe, and as soon as you pull it away, the liquid starts to form again. It's this kind of almost blackish green. It looks maybe like a poison, but it's a dagger. It's not very not a huge blade or anything, but just another dagger. Reroll that, Fox. I only have a list of 20, so
I'm just gonna hold out to Dross and be like, "Hey, I think you might want this."
Yeah, that actually looks kind of interesting. Hang on to that for a second, please.
Okay. So let me make notes of these, of which ones you guys get. Oh, wrong page. Did you roll yet, Dustin?
Oh, I thought it was just the other group. Roll in a d20.
What do you mean the other group?
Oh, I thought Ryloth. I thought it was just the main group of treasure hunters.
I'm just saying there's 4 items in there.
What do you guys got in there? What are we looking at?
Wait, so York doesn't get a roll?
Well, I'm going to say there's 4 items, so you guys, if you want to give Yorick one, you're fine to, but I'm not going to give the NPC one otherwise. Okay. All right, for Drost then, this is a pair of, it's golden shackles, it looks like, you know what manacles are, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're clearly, they're etched with arcane runes. You don't recognize necessarily what they mean, but they are like battered golden shackles that look strong, and gold isn't normally a very strong metal, but these look like they would be pretty good probably for holding something in place if you needed to, but you need to study it a little more to find out exactly what it is.
Okay, I'm going to look at Westra and say, I'll gladly take that knife if we can do that. G, I'm not sure if we can.
Yeah, no, I already said that. Yeah, you guys by all means, you don't need to keep the one that you rolled for. I don't care what you guys do with the individuals, and these aren't necessarily set for anybody either. So they may, you might roll something that isn't useful for any of you. What was that, Fox?
Can I do an Arcana check on the manacles?
Yeah, I mean, assuming Drost will hand them to you.
Yeah, I'll hold them out and say, if anybody wants to, check them out.
Okay, so I'm gonna do an Arcana check on.
Okay.
Okay, not that.
Yep. You only needed to get above a 10 to get some of the basics of this. You looking over it, you can't recognize the runes. These are really hammered and battered, quite a bit. And it in places that the runes are not completed or they've been broken away a little bit. It's hard to tell what it means. You'll need to spend more time with it.
Okay.
Then for Azra, getting a 7. You pull out of the safe. It's basically almost the entire width of the safe. It's in there at an angle, going from the top left to the bottom, to the back of the right of the safe because it's so big. But you grab what looks like the end of a metal pole and kind of pull it out of the safe and then drag it away. And it's really heavy. It's scraping against the bottom of the safe as you pull it out, like pulling a big heavy chunk of steel. It is a quite large, very heavy mace with a very intricate golden filigreed head on the top. You know what a mace is, right? With intricate designs over the head of this that is emitting a very dim light coming from it.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick Arcana check on it, and then probably ask Westra if she wants it.
Okay.
Do you see anything else in there? Maybe a magical metal hip or a hearing aid of some sort? Those, a big magical horn I can put in my hair?
Well, I mean, your roll, there is a horn on this list, so we'll see.
What's that? I'll take the mason. put it in my bag. I'll see what I can do with this.
It's good douche.
Hey. Natural 20 on the skill check. What were you Arcana checking?
Me, the mace.
No, Ryloth.
Oh, that was my Arcana check for whatever I get pulled out of this.
Oh,
thing.
okay. All right. Azra, the mace that you've handed to Westra it looks like it would probably be, based on the emanation radiating from it, it would do radiant damage. It looks like it would be intended for severely damage, like just even scrapes against something undead would have dramatic and fatal impact.
Okay, so I'll just let her know it's good against undead.
Yeah, like I mean, if you can injure it even a little bit, it might just outright destroy undead of a certain scale, let's say, and then do a lot of damage to anything that's above that.
Oh, thank you. Sure, this will come in handy.
I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna put the manacles in my bag for later.
Okay.
Like to examine more closely.
All right.
I was checking out the knife. Is what I was doing.
All right. So it is a dagger that is constantly spitting out its own venom. It seems like it's just permanently venomed. It is definitely magical as far as you can tell, G. And it's just constantly oozing this viscous black liquid, like a greenish black liquid.
My brain immediately thought that it actually was spitting, like.
That's awesome.
Like a permanent, like basically if you wipe the poison away, it immediately starts to regrow its own poison. And the kind of poison that it is, it would be debilitating. It'd be like a paralytic kind of a poison.
Okay. Cool.
And it does a lot of extra damage from the poison itself. Like it would be a neurotoxin, essentially.
Okay.
Okay.
And I will put that on my belt. Yeah.
Okay. And for Ryloth, where's yours? I see your Arcana
18?
check roll. You got an 18, Justin? Yeah, 18.
I think so.
Yeah, his 18.
Okay. All right. 18 is.
What are we talking about? Were you talking about Ryloth?
Yeah, Ryloth.
I got a 28 on my Arcana skill check.
No, but
No.
the item that you pulled out off of the list. I have 20 items on this list, and so
Oh,
I'll
okay.
just see what the item.
That each one.
But you got a natural 20 on the Arcana check, so you're immediately going to know what this is. I'm going to describe it first. Everyone, you see Ryloth pulling out a almost liquid-looking cloth. It's folded over a couple times, but it looks like it's about. If it was unfolded, it would be a big circle. But it's like pure black. It's like it absorbs all the light in the room.
It's a hole. You can put. I've had one of these when I was a kid, huh? I can put my arm through it if I put it on something.
Well, okay. So Ryloth pulls the black cloth up, puts his hand in through it, and his hand disappears.
Yeah.
Up to the elbow.
So you could put this on, like, see if that safe was trapped. I could toss it around on top of the safe and put my hand in the top and grab shit in and pull it out.
That's
I
correct.
think. Is that
No,
right?
that's correct. Yeah, it's a portable hole. It's literally a portable hole.
This was originally developed by the great wizard Acme. Back a long time ago.
Was it used by a coyote?
That took me.
It was used by Acme Coyote.
He was known for being a wily and
He was very wily.
clever
yes.
guy. So the items, because you guys did, with your checks there, the shackles are the arcane runes. If you guys were to study them, we'll just for the sake of time, because we're going to be wrapping up shortly. The shackles are what are called dimensional shackles. Anything that you put them on, they're made of a metal called dimeridium, and anything that you put them on will have trouble casting any kind of spells at all. They'll be a disadvantage trying to cast any spells. They basically have a 50-50 chance of the spell failing if they're trying to cast while wearing them. And more importantly, it automatically just outright prevents them from being able to teleport away in any way, shape, or form. They're stuck in place. So they're essentially planar bound. So if it's a creature from another place, they can't leave. And then if you were to put them on them, they can't misty step, they can't teleport out, and they will fail at casting a lot of spells.
Ouch. Okay, so I definitely don't want to wear them.
I mean, it'd be good to put them on, if you need to, hold somebody down, that's good. Like trying to stop a mage from being able to get away, but you definitely don't want to wear them. They're not fucking jewelry.
Nah, okay.
And the Dagger of Venom, that one is, let me scroll back up to it. Dagger of Venom is +1 magic weapon. When you hit a creature with it, must make a DC 15 Constitution save or take 2d10 poison damage and become poisoned for the next minute. The poison condition is the regular debilitating effects from that, and it also will paralyze them until the start of your next turn.
Nice.
So they have to make that save or be paralyzed. And what was the other one?
Hey, I'll trade you this black hole for your dagger. I literally can use 3 weapons. I was wondering. It's one of the few things I know how to. I don't really have much of a use for this fucking black hole from the wizard Acme.
Do you guys know do you guys understand how the black hole or the portable hole works?
It's literally an Acme hole. You
put it on a door, and you can then walk through, and you'll be on the other side of the door, and then you can reach your hand back through it. Yeah, well, it's got I think it's a maximum of 1 foot of depth that it can do, but then you can reach your hand through the other side, back to the opposite side of the door, pull it off, and then yank it back through, and you still have your portable hole.
Yeah.
Nice.
You can walk through walls. You can go through, reach your hand through a safe, grab the stuff from inside, all that stuff.
It seems like I've gotten to know you a little bit better, and in your line of work might be more handy for you.
All right, how about this? I'll give you my Drin knife and keep the venom knife, and you can give me the.
What does this one do?
If you want. It was extra. You do extra damage on criticals, and if you get a critical, you also get some of the HP back from the damage you did. It heals you.
And you crit on 19s and 20s.
Oh yeah, so not just 20s, yeah.
Does it do like any extra damage too, like a normal dagger, or just normal damage?
It's a +1 magic, isn't it? Or
Yeah,
it's
okay,
magic
yeah.
at least. I don't know if it's
That's
+1,
fair.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like
Yeah, so it'll hit stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like this should have been more helpful. Yeah. Okay. I like it. Yeah. Take
Oh, I can
this.
find a use for that.
There you go.
I'll get us.
Yeah, this is pretty neat.
Steal us lots of good shit with that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't
Thank
get
you.
caught.
Yeah, no, we'll get locked up again. Have to get out again.
Well, now you guys have a way to get out.
keep it-
They don't
just keep
think
it,
there's
yeah.
Well, true.
Keep it nice and
Yeah.
folded up. Maybe you could wear it like a hat. No one will know.
Have my head missing. Yeah.
Just attach it to the top of the hat. Like a
Alright, so-
sombrero.
Drost, you are handing your Drin knife over to Ryloth then,
Yeah.
and you are taking the dagger of venom and the portable hole.
Yeah, as long as that works for Ryloth.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
All right. Westra then is taking the Mace of Disruption.
What was that again, G? Details on that?
So the Mace of Disruption is deadly, of course, for undeads. Basically, it's a 2d6 radiant damage for normal hits, and it is magic. Sorry. Okay. Regular. It's a 2d6 as a just the regular hit from it. If you're hitting an undead or fiend, undeads or fiends, it is an extra 2d6 radiant damage against them. So it'd be 4d6 total against them. And if the target has 25 fewer or hit points remaining after it takes that damage, so after the hit, if there's less than 25 hit points left, it must succeed on DC 15 Wisdom save or be instantly destroyed.
Okay.
And you can tell it to emit bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim for another 20 feet.
Let's go find some dungeons.
Maybe along the way you can find some dragons too. Dungeons
yeah.
and or dragons.
This would be nice since I can't see in the dark.
All right, and Azra has the dimensional shackles. Okay, I'll put those. The actual cards on your guys' sheets before our next time that we're going to play Rose and Thorn. All right, guys. So you will be leveling up to 7 for these guys as well. So if you know what you want to do with those levels, let me know, and I'll put them on the sheets.
Other characters actually like still way powered or overpowered than this, or just?
Huh?
Oh no! I thought their characters were actually higher level than this originally.
No, they were both
okay.
6. All you guys were 6. Yeah, I gave them more magic items than they would normally have, just because it was just the 2 of them playing when we played this 3 years ago. We played Rose and Thorn, so they have more tools, and they had other NPCs helping them too. So
Cool. Well,
right.
Yay! Ryloth he's gonna go bring his young boyfriend back.
I never said he was young. Come on, are you going to make it extra creepy that he's
He's
like?
he's going to bring him back to life at in his mid-20s.
Oh, I see
so
what
he
you
has
mean,
another
okay.
full life to live. Ryloth's spry, man. Ryloth's got another 20, 30 years in him. He's
Uh-huh.
He's gonna leave your ass as soon as he gets there. You're old now, dude. What are you talking about? He ain't gonna want
Oh,
He's not necessarily. It's not necessarily to be with him. He's just gonna life. He's a good guy.
All right,
I don't think there's anything for level 7. I just get a 4th level spell slot. And that's it for wizard?
Well, you get to pick spells though too. So you get to pick. What we'll do then, Fox, before the next one is I think you're supposed to, just by rules as written, which I don't particularly like how this works for wizards, is you just automatically get new spells, but that doesn't make sense for the material, way of things, and that you would have to have them jotted down into the book and so on. So I'll just give you, just for the time, because it'll be a time jump again before the next time that we play this. So we'll just say that you've managed to acquire some more spells for your spell book in that time, and then some of those can be 4th level, of course. Make sense?
Okay, sure. I'll have to take a look at the spell list again.
Sure. All right, guys. Then we will wrap it up here. Like I was saying at the start, though, we